It's a big home game tonight as the Dogs take on Baker County in the Doghouse. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for 77 years.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com.
No worries, that was just a shed.
It's time for Coach's Corner, a pregame interview with Suwannee High head football coach Kyler Hall. Brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family-owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's being painted.
And good evening, everybody. It's dog ball on a Friday night. The Suwannee Bulldogs tonight at home in the Doghouse at Langford Stadium, taking on the Baker County Wildcats. It's a dog and cat fight. Good evening. I'm Wayne Luttrell. He's the head coach of the Suwannee Bulldogs, Coach Kyler Hall. Coach, it's been a long time, it seems, since we played a football game.
It does. Appling seemed like forever ago. And a lot has taken place and schedules been thrown off since then. But honestly, it may have been the best thing that could have happened to us as far as getting guys back and healthy. So we just kind of taken a stride. We've had some type of distraction, seems like all year, things that have tried to throw us off. But we're here and ready. But it has been a little different path to get here tonight.
It has been. That Appling County game was September 20th. And then, of course, we had the hurricane come in, and we had our open week. We tried to get things scheduled with Wakulla during the open week. It didn't work out.
Yeah.
Now we're going to have to play those doggone guys on a Tuesday night.
Yeah.
But tonight it's all about Baker County. This is a district ball game and battle of clubs that both fell to Godby, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, it should be. We were able to go and scout that game when they played Godby, and very similar to our game. They were up 10 points in the fourth quarter, gave up some big plays in the passing game, had an opportunity to win it. But, that put Godby at 2-0 in the district, and, Baker's sitting there at 0-1. So, again, everything's pretty wide open as far as, the district and playoff picture. It's this back-to-back, span of Friday, Tuesday, playing district games is not ideal. But again, we were able to get guys healthy and have, really, I thought, our best week of practice and preparation. The enthusiasm was there. So you take the situation, make the most out of it and the best of it. So it's been good to see a lot of guys that we had been missing back out there in action.
Well, I tell you what, we are exactly halfway through the season.
Yeah.
So you look back, and 1-4 isn't what anybody wanted.
Right.
But here we sit, and everything is still in front of us.
It is.
If we win these next two district ball games, we're right in the thick of things.
Yeah, we are. And our players, we have talked about it, about, what we've been through so far in the battles and some of the close disappointments and playing the good quality teams and physical teams, and the fact that we've continued to battle. Never had a time or point in the game where our guys have quit. So I think there's been a lot of character and toughness that has been developed.
Yep.
So the record is what it is, but we really control our own destiny from here on out. We could really flip this thing on its lid in a matter of 8 days with the 3-game stretch there. So Baker County is first on the list, and we understand who they are and the type of ball that they play. And again, seeing them in person, man, they're a good team, but we've seen good teams all year. So it's going to be good to be back home. Seems like forever ago since we played a home game. So we're excited. You can see a lot of guys back out there that have been missing, and I know they've been anxious to get back on the field.
Meanwhile, in district play tonight, Godby plays at Wakulla, and
Yeah.
I guess we're rooting for Wakulla.
We are. We are. 'Cause
That's a strange feeling.
yeah, we're rooting for Baker. When they play, but now with Gobby sitting at 2-0, in order for us to at least get a share of the district championship, we will need Wakulla to beat Gobby, and they could. I mean, again, our district is the most competitive and probably balanced of all the districts in our region, so that'll be a big game, a close game. Then they got to turn right around, just like we do, and we'll play each other on Tuesday. So they're in the same boat.
Yep.
But again, our focus has been on as soon as we decided when we talked about that Tuesday game, our immediate attention flipped to Baker County, and we got a jump of preparation on them.
I'm a little surprised that the FHSA didn't step in and try to help with this. In Georgia, they did. They give them an extra week to make these games up. But in Florida, you're just on your own.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that they didn't step in. It's kind of par for the course.
I mean, as many hurricanes and things that we face year in and year out, you think they would build that extra weekend
Absolutely.
schedule.
You should build it into it. It just makes sense. It happens every year at some part of the state. And you've seen already this hurricane season that it's affecting multiple parts of the state. So something needs to be done. Georgia, again, they always seem to be a step ahead and really putting the priority on taking care of their student athletes, because playing a Friday, Tuesday, Friday is not, I mean, it's not healthy.
No.
It's not, physically smart. But that's the situation that we're in. So that's what we've got to do. But at some point, there's got to be some common sense changes that take place.
Yeah, I mean, it's not healthy for any of the kids,
No.
and hopefully they get through this gauntlet. But
Yeah.
and I'm glad that we have guys back off of injury.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
now we're putting them through this.
Yeah. Again, the positive part, we played with Appling. We had eight starters initially out, and then we had another one go down early. So you're looking at 9 starters, and even the week before that, we've just had the guys out all year. So now this is the healthiest that we have been probably since week 2, or maybe the Madison game. So I'm glad that these guys have worked themselves back into getting healthy and looking good on the field and catching back up on the assignments. And again, this has been one of our better weeks of having kind of everybody back. So I'm excited to see all of our guys full force tonight.
The Coach's Corner here on Dog Ball on a Friday night is brought to you by Bean Painting. We'll be back with part 2 right after this timeout. It's rivercountrysports.com.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's Bean Painting. 209-7381.
Welcome back here, Coach's Corner on rivercountrysports.com. Tonight, the Suwannee Bulldogs and the Baker County Wildcats. Wildcats come in 3-2 on the season. They're 0-1 in the district, like we talked about that loss to Godby. We lost 29-26. They lost 39-34. And Godby, really, when you look at this district, and you said this in the first part, very evenly matched. When you take the 4 teams, I mean, anybody can win on any given night.
Yeah, for sure. We saw how we stacked up against Godby and how we, had a good handle on that game for a large portion of it. And the Baker County Godby game was very similar.
Mhm.
And Wakulla Godby is probably going to be very similar. So just a very competitive, even district. But for us, I mean, it really starts playoff type atmosphere, tonight. This is a playoff type game. They're, sitting there at 2 or 3 in the region. Wakulla's right there. Gabi, Bishop Kenny. I mean, we've seen all, seen or have seen. We're going to see all those teams. So to get 1-1 will put us right back in the thick of things. And then if we're able to go 2-0 this week in the district, I mean, we're going to be sitting really nice. So that's why I say we control our own destiny. But we got to get this one tonight.
Let's zoom in on Baker County. That's a team that scores a lot of points. They average about 30 points a game. Their passing attack is led by the Hudson boys. Hudson. They got Hudson Register at quarterback and Hudson Hodges, their leading receiver, and they got a really good ground game as well. So talk to me about what we got to do to slow these boys down.
Yeah, the quarterback, man, he is a good he's a good manager of the game. He's very savvy. Not the fastest quarterback that we've seen all year, but he is elusive. He knows how to break tackles.
He does have some yards on the ground now. He can run.
He does. He does a very good job of reading their counter looks, their option, their power read. I mean, he likes to keep it more than he likes to give it. So he's a very effective runner. He's tough, but we've got to get him uncomfortable in those running situations. We've got to hit him every chance that we get, and then get him in that third and long, heavy pass situations. But he is a good player. And then the Hodges kid, I think he's just a sophomore. Again, you're going to see him in the backfield, at tight end, at receiver, special teams. Like, he's all over the field. Very tough player, very competitive. And then you look at the running backs, between number 5, 4, 1. They'll put back there some a good stable of backs that run very hard and physical. Very typical Baker County running backs. And then up front, another good solid offensive line that kind of falls in line with what we've seen this year. So they're solid is the best way to describe them. They don't make a ton of mistakes. They're going to stick with what they do with the counter and the zone and the power read. They've got about 4 or 5 base pass plays, and they're just going to continue to do it. They'll come back to it if it works or not. So being disciplined tonight, stopping the run, eliminating some of those big run plays, and just hitting the quarterback every chance that we can.
Yeah, and got to get him uncomfortable. But when he gets back there and has time, look out. And number 8, we've talked about him, Hodges. That's a pretty tough receiver. But also Chase Phillips, number 1, is he's a threat as well. And then they've got the 2 boys in the backfield there's a lot of weapons.
There is the Phillips kid, probably their most dynamic player in space. He's shifty. Again, we've talked about the Hodges kid. His older brother played with Baker County back in the day, and he's now with the Jacksonville Jaguars. So he's got a good pedigree. And then they'll put 1 in the backfield and then release him on a pass. 4, same thing. So they do a good job of kind of moving their playmakers around to different spots to try to get them the ball. But I believe our guys have done a good job of watching film, recognizing those things in practice. So getting an idea of what's coming based off of where they align their guys.
So we got to slow that down, and we also have to score points ourselves. The nice thing is we do have weapons back, we should have a full backfield and a full stable of receivers for Sykes to work with.
Yeah, this this is the most full roster that we've had in a while. We have Horn back at running back. Core is going to be back out there. Delon Allen's going to be back. Lopez is back healthy. So to have that full slate of weapons and guys that can make plays, I believe is going to be a big challenge and a test for Baker. Now they're a good defense. That defensive line is very good. Number 9 gets after it. 50, I think it's 55. No, I'm sorry, 99 big interior defensive lineman. So they do a good job of getting after the quarterback. They're more of a 4-4 cover 3 type. They'll get into some too high look, but again, they're solid. Just like offensively, they're solid in each phase of the game. They don't make a ton of mistakes. So we've got to force them to make those. We got to get them out of their game and put the pressure on them, get up on them early. And then I think the growth that we have to make tonight when we get that lead, now we got to stay on it and add to the lead and not, let them hang around. But it's going to be a great challenge. It always is when we get together with Baker County. But glad and excited that we have it here at the Doghouse.
One thing, and it's never good to lose kids, but we did have other kids step up, and that builds depth, with getting that varsity first string experience.
I thought, especially the Appling County game, because we had so many guys that were out. I saw a lot of those guys that had to step into starting roles really grow up. And then I saw some guys that had an opportunity to come in that are now kind of in starting positions. So if anything, I think we're deeper, we're more game experience, and now we bring those guys back. Again, just excited, because you want to have you guys, especially in the big games, and this week really is the biggest stretch that we have this season, and it can put us right back into the thick of things. So one game at a time, obviously. But to get 1-1 in the district that'd be big tonight.
Yeah, just to get a win, that'd be
For
huge.
sure.
Yeah,
Been a while.
would like to see it. All right, good luck tonight, Coach.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Wayne.
You've been listening to Coach Kyler Hall, Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bean Painting. Stay tuned. We'll join Andy Day in the booth right after this timeout. It's Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Coach's Corner, brought to you by Bean Painting, serving the community for over 30 years. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's Bean Painting.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Suwannee High Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com. Brought to you in part by Bean Painting. Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Morgan Tree and Debris. Wes Haney Chevrolet. Live Oak Jewelry. Rapid Fiber Internet. Bennett's Glass Company. Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. J&W Automotive. River Oak Technical College. Suwannee Parks and Recreation. Papa John's. Beef O'Brady's. The UPS Store. Roundtree Moore Ford. Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Pool Realty. Corbett's Mobile Home Center. Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated. And Live Oak Pest Control.
Is now on the air. It's Dog Ball on a Friday night. Wayne Luttrell joined by Andy Day here in the booth, and we've got a good one, basically an elimination game between two district rivals as the Suwannee Bulldogs welcome the Baker County Wildcats here to Paul Langford Stadium.
Yeah, and it's always been a good atmosphere when you have the Wildcats come to town, and it's always cats and dogs.
Yeah, exactly right, and should be a good one tonight. Baker County comes in with a 3-2 overall record. They're 0-1 in district play. Suwannee 1-4 on the year, also 0-1 in the district. Both teams have lost to Baker County, and both teams feel like they should have won the game. Against Godby.
Yeah.
But both teams feel like they should have won the game. Suwannee lost 29-26, let that lead slip away. Baker County County also with a fourth quarter lead. They fell 39-34. So both teams come in 0-1 in the district. You can't afford a second district loss.
No, and that's one of those things. I think the Dogs are kind of back to their power. We've got some players back, which is a great thing, and that should help us out tonight. But I'm telling you, it is always a football game between these two.
Yeah, and it should be a good one. Baker County's passing attack led by Hudson and Hudson. Sounds like a law firm, but they've got Hudson Register at quarterback number 6 and Hudson Hodges, their leading receiver.
Yeah, and you talk about Register. I mean, he's 48 for 89, 910 yards, 7 TDs. And like you said, his go-to man is number 8. But you still got to watch number 1, Chase Phillips, and then number 11, Nick Williams, which kind of plays a slot, but they like to run that. I call it a wingback trap. It probably isn't that. And you'll see him on the option play as well. So we got a lot of keys to follow as far as the defense is concerned. And in that secondary, well, we're going to have to tighten up.
Yeah, no doubt. Going to be tested tonight. Suwannee does have some players back. We've got Horn back in the backfield, got Fryer back at Allen that's returning to action tonight. So going to have some players back in the fold. Lopez is back and Bean is back. And, the walking wounded are starting to come back. Got a couple of players out for the season, but nice to have that building depth.
Yeah, it really is. And that's one thing we were lacking here in our last ball game. And, it kind of comes down to a second half, and then you have more players get hurt as you go along.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, you're the walking wounded, and the Dogs back to, I say pretty much a full staff other than the 2 fellas that we lost, for the year.
Yeah, and it's going to be tested tonight. We're going to put that depth into play this evening. Going to be a good one as Baker County and Suwannee do battle here at Paul Langford Stadium. We have starting lineups for your Suwannee Bulldogs. We'll pass those to you next. Stay tuned. It's Suwannee Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with a Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
The captains of the 2 teams about to meet at midfield. In the meantime, let's go over the starting lineups for your Suwannee High Bulldogs. And Andy, let's begin with that Dirty Dog offense.
It'll start out like this. At center, big number 59, Will Uptown Brown. At left guard, number 51, Brody Bean. At right guard, big number 77, Davian Ramirez. Your tackles, number 55, Reese, the Mechanic Johnson, and number 50, Colton Hagedorn. The tight end, a good one, number 11, Logan Brooks. Your wide receivers will look something like this. Number 5, MJ all the way Rawson, along with number 10, back tonight, old Coy the Boy Fryer. And then finally, number 1, Noah Lopez in the backfield for Suwannee. Number 2, Jadarius Horn. And finally, at quarterback, number 4, Thomas Sykes.
That is the pro set single back look. We'll also see some double backs back there, twin backs in that backfield. So that is the starting lineup. And sometimes they give us the starters, and then when they come out, we get a different look. So you just don't know sometimes. But, they'll give various looks throughout the night for sure. Defensively, starting out in the 4-3, and this is what that junkyard defense looks like up front. The defensive ends, number 24, Tyler Watson, along with number 9, it's Delwyn the Dirt Devil Allen. The nose guard, number 58, Cavante Beasley. The defensive tackle, number 50, there's old Colton Hagedorn. The linebackers, number 15, Clay Bam Bam Starling, along with number 17, Travis Feed. The secondary looks like this. The rover back will be number 25, Jeremy Webb. The spear, number 7, Jace Moran. At cornerback, number 14, Zion Walker, along with number 5, MJ Rawson. And your starting free safety tonight, number 16, Fred Cooks. The starters for the Suwannee High Bulldogs, and now, as I mentioned, the captain's walking out to midfield and about to meet with the referees. Captains for Suwannee, looks like Logan Brooks is out there, along with MJ Rawson. You've got number 59, Big Will Brown, and number 9, the Dirt Devil out there, Delwyn Allen, representing Suwannee. And the Dogs dressed in their traditional green uniforms tonight, looking good, and it's a peak out, by the way.
Yeah, it is. You can tell by those socks and some of those undergarments they got shining.
Yeah. So it's about breast cancer awareness, and Suwannee showing their support tonight. Even the band, if you look out and you see the band, they've got those pink feathers in the head caps.
Oh, yeah, they got it going on. The band doing a great job tonight with the national anthem and everything else, cheering on these Bulldogs.
And Baker County has won the toss. They have elected to defer to the second half, so Suwannee will start out offensively in this ball game. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back after this. Suwannee Bulldog football here on a Friday night on RiverCountrySports.com.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win, again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find out why we're the #1 Chevy dealer in North Florida. Thanks, and hope to see you down at the store.
Find new roads with Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Online at RoundtreeMooreChevrolet.com.
Mile after mile.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium, Suwannee just making their way out onto the field, and what an entrance, running through the smoke out of the Wesley Silas Fieldhouse. They were led both an American flag and a Suwannee High School flag, and looking good as they ran through the band and to their respective sideline. And Baker County on the far side, you can see the crowd. McClenny brought a pretty big crowd here tonight.
Yeah, they really did. And, it's really not a bad trip. I mean, if I'm traveling that way, I just assume go there as anywhere instead of getting to the heart of Jacksonville or somewhere over there like that. And you know how that traffic can be, and we hate that.
I can tell you, McClenny's about as far as I want to go when I'm heading to the Atlantic side. No doubt about it. But this is a good rivalry. These two teams have been battling back and forth in 2021. Last time they played in Live Oak, Baker County won 42-21. Last time we played in McClenny, 2020, Suwannee with a 35-32 victory. Very evenly matched, and we should see a good one here tonight as Baker County tees the ball up at the 40-yard mark.
Yeah, and that'll be number 10. Brock Boatwright, he does most of their kicking chores. We'll tee it up right at the 40, back deep for the Dogs. It'll be number 5, Lookout Rawson on one side. Got Horn in front of him, or actually I think it's Walker in front of him. Yeah. So we'll see if they kick it deep. If they've seen any kickoffs, we may see a pooch kick. It is. End-over-end kick. One of the upbacks touches at about the 27. It falls forward to probably around the 23. One of them Dogs pounced on it. That's where Suwannee will start out 1st and 10.
Yeah, it looked like Lopez actually had a hand on it and went to the ground, and then it looked like, I think, 27, Kyle Brown was the one that jumped on that football and secured it for Suwannee. But the field position will be the 24-yard line, and that's where Suwannee will begin their first drive of the night.
Well, it didn't take but about 5 seconds. We'll see if we can crank this Dog offense up early. Got some weapons to throw to tonight. Rawson being one of the leading ones. I'm sure he'll be double coverage with Fryer coming back and Lopez coming back. We got some others right behind them, the Cherries, and we'll see what we do. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. We come out with 5 wide receivers, 3 to the far side, 2 to the near side. We're going to spread it out. It'll be Sykes in the gun. Long snap count. Here's the snap. Sykes looking, steps in the pocket. A lot of pressure. He's going to be sacked somewhere around the 17-yard line.
Well, if you're going to spread the field out like that, you've got to block.
Yeah.
And, you've got those 5 receivers, 3 to one side, 2 to the other. But we weren't able to secure that line of scrimmage, and Baker County back in that backfield before Sykes could react and takes the sack on the first play.
Yeah, and that's pretty tough on you out there. You figure you got to throw a kind of a quick pass to get things started. You're not going to have much time, as them Wildcats came across the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Yeah, lost about 7 yards there, so it'll be a 2nd down and 17 now coming up for Swan.
Cats in a 4-man front. They got the white jerseys with the black trousers. Dogs in that all green, white numerals. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Once again, we spread it out. We'll bring Rawson in motion, and we might have took too much time.
Yeah, it may have. I see a 0 on the clock in the end zone. As either that or somebody moved. But this is going to work against Suwannee, I believe. Waiting for Michael Christie. He is the white cap here tonight, and it is going to be a delay, and it's going to work against Suwannee. So not exactly the start you wanted to see from your Suwannee Bulldogs here. We're going the wrong way right now.
We are, and after the 5-yard penalty, I would say it's 2nd and about 21, 22 yards.
All the way back to the 13-yard line.
Wow. Once again, Dogs at the line of scrimmage. Got that 5 wide receiver set. Shotgun formation, 4 Sykes. We're looking at a 4-man front. Boy, we just run the ball off to the near side, and we'd only get back to about the 16-yard line. They were all over us. The linebackers did a great job for Baker County.
Yeah, and it looks like right now they're winning the war up front. And I don't know if that was a design run or Sykes just took off, but you don't have a back there to help block and pick up that blitz or what have you. So you got the field spread, man. You got to get rid of that ball, and that offensive line's got to give you a second or two.
Yeah, and and the linebackers, I mean, they're not going anywhere. You got 4 across the front, backers behind them. You kind of run out of blockers in a hurry.
Exactly.
Dogs still in that 5-man set as far as wide receivers. Shotgun formation now. We're looking at about 5 across the front for Baker County. Long snapped out. Here's the snap. Sykes takes it. Looking down the field. A lot of pressure on him again. He's going to be sacked right around the 11 or 12-yard line. Mercy, we're going the wrong way.
Yeah, and that time he did have time. He could not find a receiver. And I was looking across the field. Looked like Lopez was open, but he just couldn't find him. He was all the way to the other side of the field. And so Sykes ends up taking another sack, and Suwannee's going to have to punt this ball away and punt from their own end zone.
Boy, and you always hate that early in the ball game. You want to try to at least click off a 1st down or 2. We went backwards. We'll be in punt formation. A.J. Hitt will do the kicking chores. Kind of a low snap, and we get it away. Boy, had to hurry it. We got a high end-over-end kick that's really going to hit right around the 35. Boy, take a bulldog roll across the 40 and all the way up to around the 44. That's where Baker County starts out 1st and 10.
Back after this, Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the riverofcountrysports.com.
Hudson will be the quarterback. He'll stand in the gun. Baker County about the same look. 5 wide receivers, 3 to the far side. Now they'll bring motion with number 8, the go-to guy, Hodges. He'll get set in the slot. And the running back, number 5, Williams, he'll get set by the quarterback. Hand off to Williams. He'll go off left side. Dogs stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. And finally drive him to the turf after a gain of about a half a yard.
Travis Feed in there on the tackle. Also Beasley in there stopping the running back after a minimal gain of just a yard.
2nd down and 9 for Baker County. 9:09 to go in the first quarter. No score.
And Baker County with excellent field position here. Suwannee's got to bow up on defense.
Long back will be Kenneth Williams, number 5. He'll be sidecar right. Now they'll bring motion to the inside. Fake to number 1 across the middle. That's the quarterback, Rester. He keeps it off tackle, or actually between the guard and tackle, and pound his way up close to the 40-yard line.
And the old Dirt Devil making his presence felt there. Delwyn Allen with the tackle. And quarterback that time, gained a couple more, and right around the 40-yard line, it'll be third down, key play on both sides of the ball. Dig in Dogs.
Yep, they're going to have to hunker down. Dogs in a four-man front. We got trips to the far side for Baker County. Single receiver near side, quick pass to that side. And, boy, they got some running room to the outside. He'll cross the first down marker to the 30, still on his feet to the 25, and we'll finally drive him out of bounds right around the 20-yard line.
Yeah, nice job out there by number one for them. That's Chase Phillips. He made the catch, and, he had to scamper over the 10 yards. He got the ball right at the line of scrimmage, and pretty nice job there as got to the outside and was able to achieve that first down.
Yeah, they got that one block on the outside. That's what set him free. Register, look to the sideline, get his next play call. They'll have trips to the near side. That's our side, the home side. Now number one, Phillips will go in motion behind him. Hand off to the running back. I believe that was Williams. He takes it straight ahead. We stand him up after a gain of maybe about 3 or 4 yards. They were pounding the middle.
Yeah, just tough yards, just testing the middle of that Suwannee defense, and good pickup on that first down carry. Willie McClinney running back.
Gain of 4, second down and 6. Register in the gun. They're ready to go again. Single back in the backfield. Register, quick pass out here to number one. Phillips has got it. Got some running room. Boy, kind of slipped over his own footing, I guess, and fell down.
Well, he put a juke move on us, and it looked like he was about to prance his way into the end zone, but he juked himself.
Fell down right around the 10. Nose of the football touching that, and they're on the move. First and goal. Hard to tell if the marker's right at the 10 or just outside of it. Shotgun formation for Register. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Williams to his left. Little play action and a quick pass to the outside. They get the completion. They'll bring it away, fighting close to the 5-yard line.
And again, just making that catch at the line of scrimmage. Somebody's got to get a little more tight on him. You can't let him get the ball. He is their one of their playmakers as far as receiver goes.
Yeah, he's their leading receiver.
Exactly.
See what they do here. Baker County, they'll still have a receiver set to either side and a short slot. The quarterback Register will be in the gun, single back in the backfield. We moved a little bit early. I didn't see no flags. Boy, they're just driving their feet. And finally, they say touchdown, I do believe, for Baker County. Oh, me.
I was looking for a flag. I saw the movement up front and thought either we jumped or were drawn offsides, but they did not call it, and he gets the 5 yards for the rushing touchdown, and Baker County gets the first points of the night.
Boy, the kicker comes out there, brought Boatwright. She has a pretty good kicking percentage as far as point afters. The tee will be placed right at the 10-yard line. Cats strike first. Now they're looking for one more. Here's the snap, a good one, down on the tee, up, end over end, and it is good.
And just like that, the Baker County Wildcats snag a 7-0 lead here at Paul Langford Stadium. 6:29 to play here in the first quarter. It's Baker 7, Suwannee nothing. Suwannee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com.
It's a big home game tonight as the Dogs take on Baker County in the Doghouse. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for 77 years.
Well, Baker County takes advantage of the good field position. They march 7 plays, 44 yards, and on the scoreboard, 7-0. Baker County leading the Suwannee Bulldogs. Dogs not able to get that offense moving the right way. Let's see if they can get something going here in this second possession.
Yeah, got to do that. Boatwright's got it teed up at the 40. I see that Rawson is right in the middle of the field, right around the 5-yard line. I think Friars to the near side. And it'll be, goes to the far side, number 14, which will be Walker. Walker tries to find the middle wedge. He's still coming across the field. Up to the 20-yard line. Baker County's got him by the collar and drags him to the turf around the 22.
Tackle made by number 22. That's Cale Cruz who made the tackle. And a lot of running, but it was side to side.
Yeah, it was.
Couldn't get to that wedge. He was trying to get something set up. But anyway, Suwannee is going to be pinned back again. And this time the line of scrimmage will be the 22. Started the last drive at their 24-yard line. And now at their own 22. And let's see if the Dogs can move the football this time.
Yeah, the Dogs are headed north, so we're hoping that they'll keep treading north.
Yeah.
Looks like the officials called a timeout for the water break here about the 6-minute mark.
All right. 6:17 to play opening quarter, 7-0 Baker County. It's dog ball on rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's. Suwannee Bulldog football here on RiverCountrySports.com. A big Bulldog shout out going out to Sheer Design Hair Salon, now in a new location. They had to move because of the doggone Hurricane Helene. Their new location, the Blue House next to Pizza Hut on 129 South in Live Oak. Kathy and Priscilla still at it, still making folks look good. They've got a full-service shop for all of your hair care needs. It's Sheer Design, now in the Blue House next to Pizza Hut in Live Oak. Call for an appointment today, 209-7000. That's 386-209-7000. Sheer Design Hair Salon. Big supporters of Suwannee High Bulldog football.
Yeah, I kind of like that Blue House, too, and it's easy to find.
Yes, it is. She gave me directions. She says, it's the Blue House next to Pizza. I know where that is. Yeah, there you go. Well, Suwannee got the work cut out for them, already dug themselves a hole here. Their first possession took a sack on the first play, then a delay of game, had a quarterback run, followed by another sack, and then we had to punt the ball away, giving the good field position to Baker County, and they took advantage, marching 7 plays, 44 yards, and into the end zone, and 7-0 Baker County. And got a kind of a long timeout going on here. This is
I was thinking maybe it was a TV timeout. We just didn't know nothing about it.
Well, we have a moment. I do want to mention the weather. This is your kind of weather.
Well, it's nice. I'm telling you, it is nice and cool, crisp.
Yeah. One minute you're having a hurricane, and the next minute fall has arrived.
Man, I'm telling you.
So I guess that's climate change.
Yeah,
right?
It is climate change, I suppose.
Yeah, this is the kind of climate change I like.
Oh, yeah. Looks like it's going to be around for about 10 days, too.
Yeah.
Let's see if Suwannee up to the line of scrimmage. We'll have trips to the far side of the field. Single receiver near side. That'll be Rawson. Should be in man coverage on this side. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. Hand off to, I believe that was number 2. Yes, it was. Got the football horn for the first time tonight and got some good yardage. I think he was even our leading gainer as far as yardage and even missed a couple of games.
Yeah, and he hits that hole hard. You saw, and I thought maybe his injury would slow him down, but I asked him that. He's going to be our guest at halftime during Player Spotlight. So he talks a little bit about that, coming back from injury, but a nice pickup there, 6 yards.
Yeah, good gain on first down. We'll make it 2nd and 4 for the Dogs of Suwannee. Looking at a 4-man front for them old Wildcats. 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Shotgun formation, 4 sides. Single back, little play action, and he hits MJ Rawson up to the 40, to the 45, still on his feet, to the 50. He's dragging Cats down the field, and he's still loose up to the 38-yard line. Oh, my.
What a great play action that time. They faked the handoff to Horn, and then just a quick pop over the middle to MJ. He catches the football, and then once he's got the ball in the open field, look out, and just watch as he's just dancing and moving around. And they're trying to tackle him. It looked like he was going to go down 2 or 3 times. He reverses his field and across the 40-yard line down to about the 36-yard line.
Man, somebody's got to be looking at him.
Oh, somebody's going to get a steal with that.
Oh, yeah. Sykes will be the quarterback. He stands in the gun. Horn will be the long back in the backfield. We got him in tight. 3 wide receivers near side. Tall sweep to Horn. Horn gets some blocking because of the field, but we couldn't stay with it. We'll gain up to around the 34, probably a gain of 2.5, maybe 3 yards.
Well, again, positive yards. Horn has got it moving in the right way. You only pick up 3 on first down, but that's much better than taking a sack and moving the wrong way.
Pretty good game for the Dogs on first down. Got it up to the 34-yard line. And like you say, we got behind early. We got to get it back now.
Well, Dogs looking good on this possession as MJ had a big play to get him down now with that run now inside the 35 by Horn.
Looks like Brooks will be one of the receivers. Of course, we got 3 of them out there on the far side. Fire to the near side. Now we'll bring motion with Brooks. And with a little play action, and Sykes has a Wildcat all over him. And now he has 4 and will be sacked right around the 44.
Yeah, making the sack that time, number 14, Jeremiah Mitchell. It makes the sack, and checking his stats, that's his 6th sack of the season. He had 5 coming into this game.
He comes across the line of scrimmage real fast. He had pressure on us to begin with, but that play seemed like it was taking a long time to develop, and they were just all over.
Yeah, but they faked the handoff, and then just no time for Sykes to do anything with it. Tried to shake number 14, had him shook immediately, but then more Wildcats came back there to help him out. He goes down.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Cats digging in on the other side. They're still in a 4-man front. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. It'll be Horn. Little play action. And going to throw the screen pass. Horn gets it at the 40. Cuts back at the 35. A spin move. Almost spun away from that cat. And he'll fight his way close to the 34.
And back where we were, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So it'll be 4th down at about 7 coming up for Suwannee. But nice job there by Horn to get us back into position to think about going for this. It's a 4th down. You're kind of in that no man's land. Do you punt from the 34? It's too far for a field goal. So I'm thinking they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, I would think we probably would go for it. I mean, the deal is if you kick it, if you punt it like you're supposed to, unless you can hit a coffin corner at the 1 or 2, then it'd be all for naught because they'll bring it out to around the 20-yard line. Dogs going for it. 4th down, a little ways to go. Long snap count and hold everything.
And we have another delay.
I'm hoping somebody called a timeout.
Okay. And that may be what happened there.
Might have been Baker County.
And is timeout being called? No, it's called by Suwannee. So Suwannee will call a timeout there. And that will stop the clock with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left to go in the opening quarter. Baker County leading 7-0 at Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
And back here at Paul Langford Stadium, the old doghouse, Suwannee going for it on 4th, and we'll call it about 7 yards from the 34-yard line. We have a 2-receiver set to the near side. Rawson will be in probably man coverage on the outside near side. On the short side of the field, looks for Rawson, and we're being held. We should get a flag and a 1st down.
And there is the flag. And they're using pink flags, by the way, because, breast cancer awareness.
Huh. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Well, that's the first flag that I paid attention to anyway. And it is going to be against Baker County, going to be a defensive holding call.
Yeah, if he hadn't held Rawson would have went down the field. Now, whether we got the football to him or not, but he would have been wide open.
And they took that ability away, so they're going to pay the price, and that's going to be a big 1st down for the Suwannee offense.
The Dogs will have it right at the 24-yard line, 1st and 10. Trying to get it on down the football field and get a score here with 2:27 to go here in the 1st quarter, trailing by 7. Yeah. Baker County still in the 4-man front. They'll shift down just a little bit. Suwannee has 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. That'll be Rawson. Shotgun formation, single back, and here's the pass intended for Rawson. Catch it to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Suwannee.
How about that?
Wow.
MJ Rawson makes the catch and then into the end zone. I'll tell you what, that was a great catch and had a little bit of traffic there, but he was not going to be denied that end zone. As Thomas Sykes took the snap, shotgun formation, had time that time by the offensive line. Lawson makes the catch at about the 5, and you're not going to deny him the end zone.
No, I mean, he almost went airborne for it, caught it on his fingertips over a Baker County cat. Now the all-important extra point for Suwannee. Down on the tee, up, end over end, boy, high and long, and that hammer knocker is good.
And so the Suwannee High Bulldogs tie things up here at Paul Langford Stadium. We're out knotted up 7 apiece as Baker County was able to score first and Suwannee comes back. And that was a nice drive there. It started at our own 22-yard line.
Yeah.
So actually drove the field that time and put points on the board.
Yeah, and Sykes to Rawson to finish it off, and the pass interference call, which was going to go to Rawson too. And, I think you'll see him in double coverage a little bit more. Of course, there was a lot of cats down there in that on that play.
Other games of interest tonight, we've got Godby and Wakulla playing tonight. So Godby comes in 2-0 in the district, and this is Wakulla's first district game. Godby 4-2 overall, Wakulla 4-1. That game being played at Wakulla. And so I guess we're rooting for the War Eagles
Yeah,
now.
we're rooting for the War Eagles, and then we'll whoop up on them on Tuesday night.
On Tuesday night. Tuesday night football. And Suwannee will travel to Wakulla this coming Tuesday for a district battle. But you got to win that one. This one here for that one to be important.
Absolutely. So the Dogs get the score. We tie it all up with 2:20 to go here in the first quarter. And number 18, A.J. hit. He'll tee it up for the Dogs right at the 40-yard line. Two of them Cats back deep, and I think we're going to kick it over their head out of the back of the end zone, and then we'll Baker County Wildcats will start out 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
You go, A.J. We'll take that touchback. Always good to keep their dangerous return men away from that football because they've got 3 of them that can return it to the house. We all already saw the Chase kid at number 1.
Right, yeah, Chase Phillips.
He can do it, and also you've got the Boatwright kid with a bunch of speed, and then number 17, Rhett Roden.
Rhett Roden. They got another running back, number 5, who's really quick in the backfield, but I don't know if he goes back for kickoffs. We'll have to wait and see as it develops. Shotgun formation for old Hudson Register. Single back in the backfield. 3 receivers set to the far side. Little play action. Looking down the field. Boy, he's got a wide open field to the near side. I see a flag come flying. He got behind us, but somehow we knocked it away or we deflected it, and it goes incomplete.
Well, he just couldn't hang on. The intended receiver that time was number 8.
Yeah.
And that's that Hudson Hodges kid, but he just couldn't hold on to that, and then Williams ran into him. The ball came loose, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
That was in the area of it. Could be a holding call just where it took place. We'll wait and see.
Kind of my guess is it's going to be a hold, and it is going to be holding against Baker County.
Back them up 10 yards, and that'll put them right at the 10-yard line.
And that'll be helpful.
Yeah. 1st down and 20, Baker County. See what they do here. And like you say, they do like to throw, but they got Hodges, they got Phillips, they got Roden. They can do it. We got to get some pressure on the quarterback. Motion by them. Register in the gun. Hand off first back through. That's Williams. He'll take it off the left side. We stack him up and drive him to the turf after a gain of 5 yards up to the 15-yard line.
Travis Feed with a big hit that time for Suwannee. And so Williams on the running play. And we'll bring up a 2nd and long. Got him about 5 on that carry, but still 2nd and 15.
See what the Dogs can do here. That old Dog defense needs to hunker down. We got a 4-man front. Backer stacked in behind them. They got trips to the far side, single receiver near side, single back in the backfield, and Registers looking down the field. We flush him up in the pocket. Got some backers spotting him, and we're going to hammer him to the turf right at the 15. I don't even know if he gained the inch.
Well, I thought Allen was going to get him, but he missed him, and Jace Moran chased him down. So big tackle that time by Moran, the sophomore linebacker slant kicker.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down situation, a big one, 3rd down and right at 15 yards to go for Baker County. And a 7-7 ball game, and we're nearing the end of the first quarter. They're on the far side of the field. They'll have trips to the near side and a single receiver to the far side. That's the short side of the field.
Suwannee playing in a prevent back here.
Mm.
And now we're going to call the time. I don't know if Suwannee was thinking they were going to punt there on 3rd down, or we were kind of drifting back looking like maybe we're getting in punt formation. I'm not really sure.
You were going to have some wide open receivers for more than 15 yards down the field.
And glad the coaching staff caught that and called a quick timeout there. But that could have been bad.
Well, I'm glad you caught it because I was like the third eye blind or something like that. I don't know what to say about it, but I was totally missed it until I looked on the field. They were stacked up all the way back to the 45 and 50-yard line.
I know. I'm glad they didn't quick snap it because I don't know. We were playing a prevent defense was my first thought, and then I think we were thinking it was 4th down. But anyway, called a quick timeout there. Other games going on in the area tonight. The Brantford Buccaneers, they're on the road. They're over in Jacksonville taking on Stanton Prep. Bucks coming in at 4-2 on the year, so go Bucks. Maybe they can get that 5th win. Ridgeview in Lake City tonight taking on the Columbia High Tigers. You've got Hamilton County. They're in their homecoming game tonight. They're hosting Hilliard. How about this one? Rains at Madison tonight.
Mercy.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah, Madison will give them all they want.
You bet.
All right, a 3rd down and 15 for them Baker County Wildcats. Register, he'll be in the gun. Single receiver. Boy, high snap. He got receiver. We got a little pressure, and wow. And then we slung him to the turf, but he actually intentionally grounded the football.
He did, and that's going to be the call.
Yeah.
Allen had him in the grass, but the quarterback just kind of got rid of the ball. But he's inside that tackle box, and that's going to be intentional grounding, and that'll go against Baker County. But he didn't want to take the sack, which I understand, but you can't do that.
Nah. He got slung pretty hard to the turf, too. He paid for that one. And that'll back him up.
It's going to be a 4th down now. Now you can go back in punt formation.
Yeah.
Because that's a loss of down. So it'll be a 4th down. And that's going to back him up. Should be, my goodness. See where that line of scrimmage is. It's going to be inside the 5 and around the 3-yard line.
Yeah, 3-yard line. So they'll be kicking out of their own end zone. I'm thinking that
Dogs might come after this one.
That Boatwright, he does most of their punting chores as well as the kicking chores. We got 3 dogs back deep, which that's all right. Fryer's got some speed.
Yeah.
You got one of our main running back, Horn to the far side, and Ralston in the middle. And we got an end-over-end kick that's going to, it stays in bounds. Takes the Baker County roll across the 40 up to around the 41, and that's where them dogs of Suwannee will start out 1st and 10.
And it was actually a pretty smart punt. He kind of line drove it and not allowing us to have a return. So got him out of harm's way and got that ball out of there. We were trying to set up a return that time. Yeah. Had the speedy return men back there thinking we're going to get this great field position or maybe take it to the house. And instead, no return as the ball rolls across the 40-yard line. And the line of scrimmage will be the 41, and that's where Suwannee will take over possession as you've got 25 seconds left on the 1st quarter clock.
Yeah, we'll see what the Dogs do here if we kind of go back to the running game or we're going to put it up, but we certainly would like to move it. We're still going north. We want to keep heading north.
Bill Sykes had a nice drive the last time, leading the Bulldogs down through his 8th touchdown pass of the season as he hooked up with MJ Rossin there for the score. Rossin, his 2nd touchdown grab of the year.
It's not going to be Rossin, and Fryer will be to the near side, single receiver on the far side of the field. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back will be Horn. Little play action. Boy, Horn almost got him a lookout block there because they were coming after us. They just brought a blitz from right up the center of the field.
Case Foster, number 30, back there and on top of Sykes before he had a chance to get rid of the ball. So that is what the 3rd, 4th sack Suwannee has taken.
It is.
So Baker County sending the house, but when they send him like that, somebody's open. If we could just hit that hot receiver real quick.
Yeah, you're going to have to hit those quick passes, the slants, or whatever you call them, to offset that.
I'm going to have to do it in the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the 1st quarter. All tied up at 7 is Suwannee and Baker County here at the Doghouse. Back after this, Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Do you have a valuable garment that needs dry cleaning, or a pair of jeans that need to be heavy starched, or a pair of pants that need to be hemmed, or a wedding gown to be preserved? Then hop on over to Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town and Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaners locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-through to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly staff member, and when you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. And as always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of our 5 locations today to ensure you're dressed to impress.
Suwannee Bulldog football here in RiverCountrySports.com. And we turn around and go the other way. Suwannee at midfield facing a 2nd and 19, Andy.
Boy, shotgun formation for Sykes. Naked backfield, quick pass to Rossin. He cuts underneath, and this time a good open field tackle on that man coverage right around the 50. Actually, we may have lost a half field.
That's Cale Cruz. He wasn't going to let him go that time. MJ made the catch quickly and was thinking to do a little shake and bake, but lost a yard and not able to get anything going after the catch. So 3rd and 20.
Need to pick up some yardage here, at least so we can back them up deep if we have to punt it away. We'll get the next call from the sideline as all them dogs are looking on to the home side. Out of the huddle up to the line of scrimmage. Cats digging in on the other side. Lawson will be to the near side. 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back. Little play action to Horn. And he's going to toss it up. Got a wide open. Intended for number 11 over there. I think that was Logan Brooks. Just couldn't get it to him.
Yeah, and he kind of floated that pass. He was running out of time back there. Initially had plenty of time, but it started to break down, and he double pumped and then kind of floated it up there and kind of floated out of bounds, and no chance for Brooks to make that catch. So it goes incomplete, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Dogs have to punt it away. Doing the kicking chores will be A.J. Hitt. He'll stand right at the 35-yard line. Back deep for them old Wildcats is old Chase Phillips, number 1. Boy, they come after it. High spiraling kick, and thought he was going to wait for a fair catch. Kind of takes a little bit of a bulldog roll down to around the 13-yard line.
And that's where Baker County will take over. Back in 30 seconds, Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com.
And Register, boy, he hands off to that up back, and he'll bust open the line of scrimmage across the 25 and end up around the 28-yard line and got a big 1st down.
Yeah, it did. Had him pinned back at the wrong 13-yard line, kind of left him off the hook there as they get the ball out to the 28-yard line. And Baker County on the move once again. Suwannee's defense needs to toughen up here.
You're going to have to do that. Number 5, Williams, he'll be the single back in the backfield. He'll be sidecar left. They'll bring motion from the near side. Register, I thought he was going to hand it to the motion man. A flag comes a flying, but he was going to keep it himself.
Yeah, illegal procedure. He faked that jet sweep and then kept it up the middle.
He did.
But a procedure call will end that play and cost the Wildcats 5 yards.
That'll bring up a 1st down and 15 for them old Cats.
Back to about the 23-yard line.
7-7 ball game, 10:23 to go here in the second quarter. Register will be in the gun, single back in the backfield, 2 receivers set to either side. Now they'll bring motion across the front. They fake the jet sweep, run the same play. Register's got it, cuts across the 25 to the 30. Register to the 35 to the 40. Got a couple dogs chasing him. We pound him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, and but, they just showed you what they were going to run. They ran the same play. Basically a quarterback draw as he'll fake that jet sweep and then just take up off the middle. But look at the hole that opens up here.
So it's wide open. Number 1 had a great block, too. And that was old Chase Phillips, one of their speedsters.
Out to midfield, 1st and 10, Wildcats.
Number 16, Chick, he'll be the single receiver to the near side. Trips to the top of the screen. Thrown out there to number 1. That's Chase Phillips. He'll cross the 45 and up to around the 40. And then a flag comes flying as he crosses the 1st down marker.
I know we want to respect his speed, but there is nobody on him. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but
we're playing prevent.
I guess. Somebody's got to get a little closer on him. There is a flag down on the far side.
May have happened around the tackle over there. They're kind of talking to the Baker County coaches. But
could be a hole because they're marching against Baker County here. So apparently this is going to work against the Wildcats and take that play away. It is going to be a holding call.
And that happened right at the end of the play, I guess right at the marker.
And brought it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So get the down over.
1st and 10 catch from the 50-yard line. Dogs in a 4-man front, shotgun formation for Register. Once again, they bring motion with Chase. This time, Chase Phillips gets the football. We get into the backfield, trip him up, but he still fights his way for about a yard gain to the 49.
Well, he fought his way through the block of, or the tackle of Moran, and ended up with the tackle, number 44, Kamari Thompson. And that time they do run the jet sweep.
Yeah, they did. I'd watched them in the pre-games, and I know they like to run that a lot, especially using number 1 on that jet sweep. He's got a lot of speed.
He does.
Dogs still in a 4-man front. Cats up to the line of scrimmage, and it's shotgun formation. This time, we kind of got an offset backfield, handoff, second back through. Boy, we come through there, and we eat him up, I'm talking about, and that was Williams. He got stood up and driven back.
Yeah, that time Kyler Watson was back there on him, Delwyn Allen, and he had a couple of Bulldogs helping him out, but Dogs read that play, and nowhere for that running back to go except backwards. He'll lose 2 yards and bring up a 3rd and 11.
See what Baker County does here on 3rd and 11. The quarterback registered. This time they'll just have the single back in the backfield. He'll be sidecar left. Stacked receivers on either side of the field. And he's looking quick pass, or actually he's going to throw a slant, but hold everything.
Yeah, we got a whistle. I don't see a flag, but was a whistle, and it was going to be a procedure. So there was a flag out there somewhere.
Them pink flags are hard to pick up.
He'll look at procedure, 5 more yards against Baker County.
We'll see if they run the same play because they wouldn't have had a wide open receiver for about 8 or 10 yards. Yeah. If they run those double stacks, we'll know. That would be Roden and number 1, Phillips, are stacked on the far side. Robert Chick and number 8, their go-to receiver, Hodges, will be on the near side. But they do change the play call. Register will still be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Williams. He's to his left. Here's the snap and a little flash and quick pass. And it's bobbled by, there's Hodges at the 50. Fights his way forward to around the 47, but he'll be shy of the first down.
He bobbled that ball, but he held on to it, and he was able to do a little shake and bake move and pick up additional yardage. Going to be well short, though, of what they needed for the first down, and going to force Baker County into a punting situation.
That's just what the doggy ordered, but from this point of the football field, you always got to watch out for that fake.
Exactly right. 4th down, they're around midfield, so be aware of that.
Yeah, trying to see who the upbacks are to see if one of them might be one of them speedsters. Boat right, it's there on a one-hopper. Kicks it high and over in, coming to the near side. Rawson just has to back away, and the ball will be down somewhere around the 18-yard line.
And Suwannee will take over there with 7:23 left to go until halftime. Want to remind you, coming up halftime, we've got our Bulldog Bark with Mr. Keith Hunter. Always look forward to that. Do a little reminiscing. And also our player spotlight brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Tonight we'll be featuring Jadarius Horn along with Colton Hagedorn. So stay tuned for that at halftime here on RiverCountrySports.com. By the way, coming up next Friday night, it'll be homecoming, and we will not have a Bark or player spotlight. We're going to carry the homecoming festivities live for you.
Well, awesome.
How about
that's a pretty good thing. Get the homecoming court.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
All the pageantry.
There you go. Suwannee with the football after Baker County had to punt it away. 1st and 10. Trips to the far side. Single receiver near side. Hand off the horn. Left side. Got a big hole up to the 25 to the 30. Sit on his feet. He'll cross the 30 and be finally banged down around the 34-yard line. Somebody say give that dog a first down.
Boy, nice to see Jadarius Horn back there once again. Coming into the game, he was averaging 9.3 yards per carry. That's certainly going to help.
It really will.
Good-looking running play right there. And I tell you, that's what the pass can do for you. It opens up those running lanes, makes them think about it. They can't stack the box.
Yep, you got to look at, instead of just looking at the wide receivers, the linebackers got to play a little more honest. Shotgun formation once again, 4 sides. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Horn. He'll stand straight beside him. Trips to the far side. High snap. Look out there. Quick pass. It is caught by, I believe it was number 1, Lopez. And boy, he'll move it down the field up to around the 45. Maybe where he gets driven out of bounds right at the first down marker.
Yeah, driven out by Case Foster. They made the tackle, but Lopez had a couple of blockers in front of him, makes the catch, and picks up some yards after the catch. And let's see where they mark it, if he will have the first down or not. And it looks like maybe just a hair short. Yeah.
Got it around the 44.5-yard line, had to get it to the 45. Of course, the marker looked like it got bent over there, but that could just be me.
Well, 2nd and a yard to go, and now they are going to give him the first down.
Okay.
So there you go. Just took a minute. And it may have been because they tell you if you're running, because I've been on the chain crew, it just drop and move, man. If somebody's coming your way, just drop and move.
We might have got it straightened out finally.
Anyway, timeout on the field. Officials timeout. 6:34 to play until halftime. Tied up at 7. Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. Awfully proud to introduce our second camera to the broadcast. So we've been running with one camera, now a second camera. And we want to thank our camera operators tonight. Dusty Morgan, he's working the camera up top. And Lucy Roberts, new to the team. She is working our camera down on the ground level. And Sawyer Brooks down there, he's our what we call our field director down there helping out. And Rivers Martinez up here, he's running the whole show as our technical director, I guess we'll call him.
Yeah, I mean, look at it. You can see them dogs huddled up there on the sideline.
Yeah.
From that camera down there.
Then we got Tammy Neal and Clifford Gwynn behind the scenes. And tell you what, man, in a short period of time, we've grown and we'll continue to grow and hopefully continue to get better. And this is just cool having pictures for the fans instead of just audio.
You're right. It is pretty sweet.
Spread the word, rivercountrysports.com. For Suwannee High Bulldog football, and going to try to do some other sports after the football season, and maybe we get into the new year, maybe do some baseball or basketball, or can't tell where we end up. We're going to put a second crew together and try to do Bramford next year.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Continuing to make plans to grow and expand and just keep this thing going.
Yeah, it's a good deal, and it's good for the fans, and especially for those that can't get out, and be at the ball game. So, man, you can just see it live.
Yeah, but there's nothing like coming to the game.
Oh, you're right.
I mean, there's nothing like being here in Paul Langford Stadium and watching it live, getting into the band, getting into the excitement and everything. But we are there if you can't make the game, and we'll be on the road too.
Oh, yeah. Suwannee with a 1st and 10 after the, I think it was officials timeout for the water break. At around the 6:34 mark. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. That will be Horn. We got trips to the far side, but they're in tight. Lawson out here by himself, and he's just running a fly pattern. But we throw it underneath, complete to number 11. That is, boy, I'm telling you, Logan Brooks took a lick, but he moved it ahead forward, didn't he?
Yeah. He took a shot there, but he wasn't going to be denied. Got that first down and then some. And that was a pretty nice looking play that time as the quarterback had the trips to the far side, and he kind of fakes this handoff and then rolls to the other side, hit the football for a second, and then hits his tight end across the middle.
Boy, he does. He took that lick, but he still gained another 5 or 6 yards after the lick, but then he does have to come to the sideline. One of them other dogs will check in. Boy, a great move up to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 dogs from there. We're in a 7-7 ball game, and Swannee's looking for some points. Shotgun formation for Sykes. We're looking at a 4-man front by the Baker County Wildcats. Here's the snap and hold everything.
Yeah, may have been movement this time.
After a big play like that,
it's going to be a delay of game.
Wow,
second delay for Suwannee in this ball game. You don't usually see that when you're playing at home.
No, and really, you don't need to have that because you just had some good momentum. A great play on first down, got a big first down. Then you back up 5 yards. It's 1st and 15 from the 42.
Yeah, that's not helpful. Let's see if we can overcome it.
Sykes will be in the gun. It will be Rawson and number 1, Lopez to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. We're looking, and we're going to have to run it across the 40 and finally drug down. Gain of 5. We get back to the original line of scrimmage. Will be the quarterback, Sykes.
Yeah, Sykes that time saw the opening. I mean, he was back there looking to pass, but saw the opening, took advantage of it, and picked up pretty good yardage back to the original line of scrimmage, but another flag in the Suwannee backfield, and this is going to be costly. It looks like a hold.
That'll back you up 10.
Yeah, so the 5-yard penalty, and on top of that, now a 10-yard penalty, and that'll move the ball across the 50 back into Suwannee territory. They'll put it down at the 48-yard line.
Man, and just to think about it, we were just down there around the 37.
Yeah. The good news is it's still first down.
Trips to the near side, single receiver far side of the field. Single back will be Horn. Handoff to Horn. He tries to take it up the middle, but Baker County sniffed that one out in a hurry. He just didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
So it'll be a second down and roughly 22 yards to go. from our own 48-yard line. Boy, Dogs had it down to the 37 with the 1st and 10, but delay and then a hold, and after that run was stuffed, we're looking at 2nd and 22.
It's like Walker checked out of the game. Lopez checked back in. Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Clock is running. We're back down to the 5-minute mark. We'll have trips to the near side. Rawson will be to the top of the screen. Single back in the backfield, and we're in the gun. High snap, little play action. Looking, going to air it out. And it is right around the 30 up to the 25. We're dragging cats all the way inside the 15. And somebody get the number of that dog with that catch.
That's Logan Brooks.
Ah. He was kind of sandwiched between those two defenders and never did see the number, but I didn't think he was throwing it to him. I thought it was the other receiver.
Inside that Roundtree Moore Ford red zone down to the 15-yard line. 1st and 10, Suwannee. I saw MJ. He's on the far side of the field, isolated. They were giving him a pretty good cushion, and I'm like, throw the ball over there. Yeah. And then Logan Brooks comes open over the middle. Oh, good play. Play.
Absolutely. Boy, that was a big first down to get us down to the 15-yard line. Shotgun once again, hand off to Horn. He sticks his old shoulder down and bowls his way close to the 13.
And that clock moving now down to 4 minutes to go here in the second quarter. We're tied up at 7. Suwannee trying to take the lead for the first time in this ballgame.
We'll get the play call from the near sideline. And out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Horn. Sykes will be the quarterback. 2 receivers set to the far side. Rawson will be on the short side. Let's see what happens here. Long snap count. Here's the snap. Looking, quick pass out here to Rawson. But it did not help a bit. Because somebody say, give that dog 6. Oh, my.
Wow. Jay Rawson. And what a catch, man. He made that catch right in front of Phillips. And, it looked to me like he was going to get it knocked down, but he just put those paws up there, sure-handed receiver, makes the catch right at about the 2-yard line and into the end zone for the Suwannee touchdown.
Yeah, I just don't see how he made the catch. That's another one where he's outstretched and catches it on them fingertips over the defender. And touchdown Dogs will look for the extra point.
He's starting to get a little attention as far as recruiting.
Yeah.
But it's kind of sneaking up on people, but somebody's going to get him a good one.
Oh, yeah. No, he's a player.
Wish he could stick around here for a year or two.
We'll attempt the extra point. He'll do that, and he'll be, I think Logan Brooks will be the holder right around the 10. Here's the snap, down on the tee. Kind of a low liner, but he bangs it through.
And the Suwannee High Bulldogs have the lead here at Paul Langford Stadium, now 14-7 with 3:33 to go until halftime. It's Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
Well, the Suwannee High Bulldogs gave up the first score of the game. They looked terrible on their first offensive possession and then gave up a score, went into a whole 7-0. But the Dogs did not hang their heads. They came back, tied it up at 7, and now take the lead 14-7 with 3:33 to go here in the second quarter. And now let's see if that Suwannee defense can hold on to this lead.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns of Sykes to Rawson. So the Dogs with the 14 points. Now we'll have to tee it up and kick it away to them Baker County Wildcats.
And there comes the official bringing the football out. And A.J. will tee it up at the 40-yard line. Baker County with a couple of return men back there at around the 5. And let's see if A.J. can get this into the end zone.
Yeah, we're hoping he can because old Chase Phillips, I think, sits back there on the near side. High, end over end kick. And, boy, it's just going to go right through his hands, which is good for us, and bring it out to the 20-yard line.
The old rule was, now, if you touch that in the field of play, that's a live ball. Yes. But they have since changed that rule, safety reasons, I guess. But if it gets to the end zone any which way it can, it's going to come out to the 20.
Yeah, in the old days, you'd be fighting and scrapping to get down there to that football, and the
Darn
back would be
right.
trying to pick it up and run it out.
And get it out of the end zone, yeah. And you'd be thinking, you're going to get you a score or a safety anyway.
That's right.
But nowadays, and I don't know if you've seen the NFL and their new kickoff rule, but I don't even know what they're doing.
Well, is it even really a kickoff?
Well, not really. Not anymore.
Shotgun formation for register, single back in the backfield. That'll be Williams. Hand off to Williams. He'll come near side. Thought he found a crease off tackle, finds a couple of yards. He'll bang his way out close to the 24, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 6.
Well, he had a head of steam coming, and Suwannee slowed him down, but a nice pickup on that first running play for good for about 4 yards, looks like.
Yeah, he came back to the near side. It was kind of a little trap play, and they got some good blocking up front. Dogs in a 4-man front. Baker County up to the line of scrimmage, trips to the far side, single back in the backfield, and a handoff to him once again. We stand him up, but he's fighting his way forward, still on his feet, going to fight toward the first down marker. He'll only be about a yard shy with 4 dogs standing him up.
Yeah, it looked like we had him stopped, but he just kept it churning, and you had Dogs and Cash trying to push one way and the other, and Cats kind of won that battle as they end up picking up about 5 yards. It'll be short of the first down by a yard.
3rd and 1. They gave it to the big running back, Kenneth Williams. He took it straight ahead off the left side. See what they do here. Dogs still on a 4-man front, kind of the same set. Trips to the far side of the field. Single receiver near side. Now the quarterback register. Acts like he's going to change the play at the line of scrimmage because he's taking a long time. They'll bring motion, and
I think they had movement up there up front. They were taking a long time, and I believe 62 rocked just a little bit.
That's just what the doggy ordered, if that's the case.
And let's see if that is the call. And it is going to be a procedure call, false start against Baker County.
Well, that's good. Instead of 3rd and 1, it'll be 3rd and 6.
Yeah. That's helpful.
See if they go with that same play. They were bringing motion with Phillips to the near side. Register will be in the gun. Trips to the far side. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Williams. Single receiver near side. The quarterback register. Quick pass out there. And right when he catches the football, we hit him and pin him to the turf. I'm going to say about 2.5 yards shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, as soon as that was thrown out there, Fred Cooks was on top of that receiver. And so that is going to be...
Oh, boy, he got a glorious spot.
He got a great spot, but it's still going to be short of the first down.
4th and 1, they might think about this.
Well, they're in their own territory, back at their own 29. It'd be risky.
Brock Boatwright, he'll be the kicker. Let's see if they try to draw us off sides. We got a single back deep. That will be Rawson. He'll stand right around the 37 or 38. I mean, it's a long snap count. And finally, they snap it.
And right before they snapped it, we got a whistle, and it may have been a timeout. Called right before that play clock went down to zeros, and that was a timeout, and going to be a timeout by Baker County. So they were trying to draw us off sides, but did not work. Suwannee didn't bite on it. Minute 28 to go until halftime. 14-7 Suwannee. Back after this dog ball here on RiverCountrySports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak. The Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 18th and 19th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, steer wrestling, breakaway roping, calf roping, and team roping. Gates open at 6. The rodeo starts at 7:30. Tickets just $10, 12 and under $5. The 4th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored in part by Visit Suwannee County. Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. For more, visit SuwanneeParks.com.
Looking forward to that rodeo. That rodeo is coming up, next weekend?
Yeah.
Don't miss that. Friday and Saturday next weekend in Live Oak.
Calf roping. They'll have them horses just running around the barrels and all kind of good things.
Bull riding. That's what I'm looking forward to.
And they are going to punt it away, and we don't really come after it. Low line drive kick, and Rawson just has to back away from it. And it may have touched the bulldog, but I don't know.
Yeah, they're going to blow it. That whistle.
Yeah.
Because it was jumping around there, and you got to be careful. That football takes funny bounces sometimes, and so they tell you just to get away from it. If you're not going to run it,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And they're going to end up marking this thing at around the 35, so decent field position with 1:16 left to go until halftime.
Yeah, I was hoping to see if Rawson could get to the football, but they've kind of been kicking what you call a pooch kick or whatever, just end over end kicks, and we hadn't had a chance to return one.
Well, let's see if Suwannee is going to play it safe here. I'm guessing they're just going to run the football a few times with a 7-0 lead, but you never know.
I would think that. Number 2, Horn, he'll be the lone back in the backfield. We got trips to the far side, but they're in tight. Within about 7 yards of the line of scrimmage. Single receiver near side. Shotgun formation for Sykes, and we're looking at a 4-man front with backers stacking up there, and they're coming after us from the outside. Quick pass intended for Logan Brooks, but it goes off his fingertips. It'll be incomplete.
And I was wrong. We come out throwing the football. So tried to hit Brooks there on the sideline, and an incomplete pass will bring up a 2nd down and 10, and the clock stopped with 1:11 left to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, I'd have been sure like you. I figured we'd have ran the football on 1st down and run the clock.
I just assumed we was going to play it safe, but Coach Hall, a little bit of a riverboat gambler there, put the ball up.
That'll work. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. Them old Wildcats digging in on the other side. 4 backers stacked behind that front 4. This time we will hand it to Horn, and boy, it almost looked like he wanted to take it back from him. I don't know if we had something else on our mind, but he doesn't do that, and we'll pick up a couple of yards.
And he does hand the ball off, and Baker County will stop the clock with a timeout. 1:01 left to go here in the quarter, and we'll be back after this. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Suwannee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. 1:01 left to go until halftime. You're facing 3rd and 7 at your own 38. Now, Baker County just stopped the clock. They're thinking they can get a chance at the football here before the half. What do? You're going to put it up? You're going to get that 1st down? You're going to keep it on the ground?
Well, I'm probably going to keep it on the ground and punt it away. I mean, that way you'll run some clock time off. Now, if we get a big run in the 1st down, that's great.
Yeah, it is. We can get this 1st down. That's we can run that clock out until halftime anyway.
But I wouldn't doubt it. I don't think the coach thinks like I think. So,
well, we've got the receiver set.
Yeah,
they've got trips to the near side and one to the far side.
Yeah, they will. And Zion Walker, he'll be the outside receiver on the near side. Ross going to be to the far side of the field. Shotgun formation, 4 side. Single back in the backfield. And boy, they're bringing the house, and we had no protection. It looked like we were running for our life before the ball even got there.
Yeah, and that's one of the things you got to worry about if you're going to throw the football. You've got to make sure you give your quarterback time. We did not give him time that time, and so he ends up taking the sack. And then Baker County with a quick timeout. They only ran 10 seconds off the clock, so still 50 seconds left to go until halftime.
Well, I think we were a little confused because either the snap went early or something happened. I'm going to blame something, but there was a lot of lookout blocks happening.
Yeah, and you had a back there, and he wasn't blocking. I don't know if he thought he was going to get the football or what happened exactly, but no time for Sykes to react. He ends up eating the football and losing. Good grief, about 7-8 yards.
Yeah, all the way back to around the 27-yard line, and that'll put our punter standing somewhere around the 12. Their explosive Chase Phillips, number 1, he's going to stand around the 45 as A.J. Hitt gets ready to punt this thing away. And it's always punts can be dangerous with snaps and just the punting part of it.
Yeah, kick it away from number 1.
Yeah. See what happens here. Looks like Baker County's going to come after it. We drop the punt. We step to the outside. And we finally get it away. Boy, as we're being tackled.
And
what
he's
a
going to get
great
the flag.
job we did. And we're down at the 50-yard line.
Moran will down it right at the 50, but this is coming back. They ran into the punter. Now, the punter was out there running, away from the play because it's a low snap. Yeah. So the ball's on the ground. A.J. did a great job of picking that up. I thought he was just going to try to run for it, but then he went to kick it away, and as he's kicking it, he's hit. So that's an awfully if you're a defensive player, that's a tough one.
Well,
because he becomes a running back at that point, but he did pull up and punt.
Well, I think the officials will discuss this, and it's not like college football where I think it'll be overturned. Let me go ahead and say that.
Well, the officials are discussing it, and let's see if they will pick up the flag or they will end up running into the kicker, and they are going to wave it off. Because he did come out there, and he was a running back at that point.
He almost got outside the hash marks. It'd be like the quarterback being out of the pocket, or whatever. But that was a pretty good call by them. But the good thing about it, we did get the punt away.
Got the punt away, and so he got it at least in midfield. And now Baker County is going to take over right around the 50-yard line. Looks like about the 49-yard line.
Yeah.
And Baker County has 40 seconds left to go. And they are at a timeout, Suwannee with 1.
So they'll be probably throwing the football here. The quarterback, Register, he'll be in the gun. Single back in the backfield will be number 5, Williams. But they got receivers spread all over the football field and see what the Dogs can do on coverage. And we got to get a little pressure. Here's the snap out of the gun. Register looking. He's going to put it down. Wide open is number 1. And I'm trying to tell if he caught the football, but I think it went incomplete.
He did not hold on to it. He was open there momentarily. Got a flag back at the line of scrimmage, which could indicate a hold.
Hopefully
but
so.
Down the field, I was waiting for our back to turn around and look at that football.
Yeah.
And
he did.
No, he never did. But and really, that was a pretty good call, or good no call.
No call, yeah.
Yep.
And that probably was a hold at the line of scrimmage from that pink flag.
That's the way it's looking.
Well, he had plenty of time, but somehow Chase Phillips, I want to call him Chase Rice every time for some reason. I just don't know why. I guess country music.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. But Phillips somehow slipped behind us.
Could call him Chase down.
Yeah, could do that too. Whew. Wildcats with the football. First and looks like a country mile, about 25 yards. Register in the gun, quick pass to the outside. It is caught. They'll run to the far sideline. We'll shove them out of bounds right around the 40, maybe the 40 and a half.
And clock will stop now. 24 seconds left to go until the half. Second down, and you're going to get about 4 yards there, so we'll call a second and about 21 now.
Got to hold them Dogs here. We got a 14-7 lead, and like you say, 24 ticks left on the clock before the end of the first half.
They've got to get the ball across our 40-yard line to about the 39 to get a first down here.
Yeah, you just don't want to give up the big play.
Yeah, 60 yards away from the end zone.
Yeah, there you go. Register in the gun. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Williams. He'll be to his right. There you go. He pump fakes and got a wide open receiver down the field. We talked about the big play, and he couldn't make it because he dropped it. Number 8.
Too wide open.
Wow.
And that was
Hodges.
Yeah, that was Hudson Hodges. And boy, he was wide open, and the safety was coming over there, but there was nobody on him initially, and he had plenty of running room. That would have been a huge play, but it's going to be incomplete and a big break for the Dogs.
Yeah, we dodged a big bullet right there because it might have been Katie bar the door. I don't know if we'd have got over there in time or not to even make the tackle.
Well, we only had one dog over there to give us a chance.
I don't know how he got so wide open. We got 2 defenders over there. We got a safety standing in the middle of the field.
And I think Suwannee's defensive coaches want to talk about this thing and say, hey, wait a minute now. Only 18 seconds left. Let's sew up this defense. Let's not give up a big play. And basically, Kyler Hall's your defensive coordinator. He's your head coach.
Yeah.
But also coaches the defense. Of course, former Suwannee Bulldog football player, former Florida State Seminole, and has that experience playing on the defensive side of the ball. He's got Billy Moran back there as his defensive backs coach. Frank Allen coaches the linebackers. Naj Duke's the defensive line, so he's got some help on that defensive side, and they're all out there huddled up, meeting with their defense, trying to sew things up. You don't want a big hole in your defense here with 18 seconds left.
Yeah, no, I see a lot of arms going up into the air. Like, how can that happen?
How in the world?
So we'll see if it works.
I think the receiver was thinking the same thing. He was so wide open, he wasn't sure.
It's surprising.
Yeah.
Mercy. So we got 18 seconds left before the half. Suwannee leading 14-7. We dodge a bullet with a dropped pass. It could have been Katie bar the door. We'll see what Baker County does here. Register will be in the gun. Single back in the backfield. He'll be to his left. Now he'll switch to the right side. That's Keenis Williams. Receiver set to either side of the field. Long snap count. Here's the snap, and the quarterback's going to keep it himself. He's going nowhere but to the turf, and that's because of the old dirt devil.
Delwyn Allen, he was back there as the snap was happening. So Suwannee sent a little bit of a blitz that time. and it worked out to Suwannee's advantage, and now they're just going to let the clock run out.
We'll do that.
Clock is down to 5, 3, 2, 1, and we are at the half with your score. Suwannee 14 and Baker County 7. Stay tuned. Coming up at the halftime, the Bulldog Bark and also the Player Spotlight. We'll be back with second half action shortly. It's Suwannee Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, CAD, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the 3rd generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS Store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the rivercountrysports.com.
It's time now for the Bulldog Player Spotlight, brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie and Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
It's Player Spotlight. We're at halftime between Suwannee and Baker County, and tonight in the Spotlight, I've got number 2, Jadarius Horn, and I've got number 50 right here, Colton Hagedorn. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Yeah? All right, I'm going to start with you, Colton. Tell me about your play this season, playing both sides of the line. How would you assess your play?
I've grown a lot since last year, and going into this role playing on both sides, starting on defense now, it's been a lot more to learn and focus on.
Yeah, a lot to do on both sides of the ball. You know, offensively, you've got to worry about opening that hole, worry about your assignment and getting that running game going. And in the passing game, you know, obviously keeping them off your quarterback.
Yes, sir.
And then defensively, it's get the guy with the ball.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
But how would you say you're growing into that position? Have you felt like you're getting better practice to practice, week to week?
Yeah, I feel like each week I learn something new that helps me be better.
All right.
And just watching film.
What about your teammates? Do you feel like you're gelling as a team? You know, I mean, obviously, if your line is playing together as one unit, you're going to be a much better team.
Yes, sir. I feel like since the beginning to now, I feel like we've came together more, and we're playing as a whole more.
All right. So your confidence is growing.
Yes, sir.
That's great to hear. Great to hear. All right, Jadarius, your turn. How would you assess your play? Running back, wide receiver, defensive back. You're all over the field. How would you assess your play?
Me personally, I always told Coach Hall I want to rush for 200 because I missed like 2 games and I wouldn't like make it up. But I see myself like I try to like compare myself to like Saquon Barkley. Try to get better on what I need to do. Like when I got hurt, I was like outside trying to like do the things that I couldn't do. It was hard for me to do it, but I got through it, and now I'm here, ready. for Friday.
It's never easy getting hurt, and it humbles you. I mean, because suddenly you're out there, you're starring, and then the next thing you know, you got to go through rehab and work your way back. Are you 100% now?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Okay. Does it feel like after the injury, do you hesitate? Are there thoughts in your mind that I could get hurt again, or do you just have to put that out of your mind?
Put it out of my mind.
You're still hitting the hole hard?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you like the running back position?
Yes, sir. Very.
Well, I'd love to see you there, man. You're exciting especially when you get things going.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about this guy beside you and some of those linemen? If they don't do their job, you can't get your yards.
Yeah, I tell them every time, hey, keep doing it. keep doing it. Hey, I tell them every game, I'm hitting that hole as long as you there.
Yeah.
Him and Reese every time.
How much time are you getting on the defensive side?
Not really that much, but it's a lot of offense this week.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you prefer as far as offense? You like the single back set? You like two backs?
I like the pistol back.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is do you like running inside, or would you rather have that pitch outside?
It don't matter to me. I'm just gonna hit it.
Just give me the ball?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good deal. How would you assess your speed?
I don't know really. Me personally, I feel like I ain't got no top end speed. I just like to hit it and just ride, but I gotta work on that though. But yeah.
And contact doesn't bother you?
Mm-mm.
All right, let's talk about the team overall. What would you guys say halfway through the season? I know obviously 1-4 is not where we want to be, but what would you say as far as the team feeling, confidence-wise, and how we're looking forward to the second half of the year?
I feel like we've came together more, so I have a lot more confidence, and I feel like we can do what we need to do these next few games.
Do you feel like the same way? We haven't lost confidence as a group?
No, I feel like we've been in battles, but like it's just that we be giving up at the wrong time.
Yeah.
We got a chance to turn it around, make everybody shocked.
Yeah.
But we just gotta want it.
Now you started your high school career in Hamilton County, right?
Yes, sir. So losing not really affect me, but
You've seen that before.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Hamilton County got their homecoming tonight, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
But it really don't hurt me as that bad, but as to see that we better than what the record is, that's what really like drive me to do what I do.
Now you're a senior, correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you looking to play football beyond high school?
Yes, sir.
Is there have you had any feelers put out yet or anything?
Nah. I had a visit, but the hurricane blew it away, so I got to reschedule that.
Okay. And the trick is to get your tape out there as much as you can, get coaches to see it. If you had to pick your dream school, if you could go anywhere, where would you go?
Bam.
That just that quick?
Yes,
Even
sir.
without saving?
Yes, either without saving. It's like a big family thing. I had uncles that went to Bama. It's just a traditional thing.
What'd you think about them losing at Vanderbilt?
Hey,
Didn't see that coming.
it is what it is.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. How about you, Colt? Now, I know you're a junior, but if you were to play beyond high school, where would you go to college if you could pick any school?
Probably Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
I just like how they are on game days, and
Okay. It gets cold out there.
yeah, yes, sir.
That wouldn't bother you?
No, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, let's hope you make that. Do you have visions of playing past high school, do you think?
Yes, sir.
All right. What's your fallback plans? Beyond football, what do you want to do with yourself? Do you know? Have you thought like career wise?
I wanted to go to school for something like an athletic trainer or a coach, something like that.
Good deal. How about you?
Welding and like about like welding.
Okay.
It's one more thing, but it ain't clicking to my mind right now.
Right. Well, welding's a great career. I mean, we're always going to need that. All right. Before I let you go, is anybody you want to shout out? Anybody want to say hello to? Might be watching the stream.
Yeah, my dad.
Okay.
Oh, hi, Dad.
Mama Dukes, you already know what it is.
All right, you guys. Well, I wish you good luck in the second half of the season and good luck with the rest of your lives. I appreciate you stopping by and talking to us.
Yes, sir.
Tonight's Player Spotlight was brought to you by Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak. Hunter Abercrombie at Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak. The Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 18th and 19th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, steer wrestling, breakaway roping, calf roping, and team roping. Gates open at 6. The rodeo starts at 7:30. Tickets just $10, 12 and under $5. The 4th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored in part by Visit Suwannee County. Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. For more, visit SuwanneeParks.com.
The Bulldog Bark on RiverCountrySports.com is brought to you by Morgan Tree and Debris.
Hi, I'm Keith Hunter, and this is the Bulldog Bark. And joining me tonight on the Bulldog Bark, I've got my coach, former baseball coach, former football coach, former basketball coach, former coach over in middle school. My coach, as I state, Coach Terry Mixon. Bulldog fans, this is the Bulldog Bark.
Always well. I've taught most everybody in life.
Yes, you have. Yes, you have.
I taught for 40 years. So
40 years.
Yes, it is. Coach 38 of them.
Wow, they made some announcement tonight that you were doing your last high school football game on the clock.
Exactly. I let Frank know earlier this week that
right.
I was going to bow out. I've been doing this since they built the new stadium. And,
right.
Hunter Abercrombie was telling me a while ago the stadium was built in 1991. So
wow.
I couldn't remember the year, but so I've been up here quite a few years.
Right.
I'm ready to sit in the bleachers.
Well, you know, I remember, Cliff and Mr. Weaver, they sat down from the quarterback club.
Exactly.
As soon as they did that, they got into something else.
That's right. I talked to Clifford once that happened. I said, I'm going to join you probably. And that was back at the end of last season.
Right,
I
right.
waited until this past week. And,
right.
I had my reservations about doing it, but it's time.
Right, right.
Yeah. And I'm going to be on standby in case the new guy, I think it's going to be Matt Campbell.
Right, okay.
If Matt can't do it on Friday night or something, I'll be on standby and I'll be back up here.
All right, okay. Well, definitely good. So I ran into your old teammate, Tommy Randolph.
Yeah, Tommy came up to the press box just a while ago just to congratulate me. That was a good surprise. Good seeing Tommy. What a great guy. He was my quarterback in high school back in the 1970s. So
yeah.
We had a long time friendship and just really glad to see Tommy.
Right, yeah. I talked to my brother and your name comes up often and Tommy's name comes up often.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we're Tommy and I've been together for a lot of years and hadn't lost contact. It's always great to see Tommy.
Yeah, it's always good to see your teammates. You know, always think about that.
No matter who it is, you know, your teammates come back in. If they're out of town, to come back in town and get a chance to see them, it's always a good thing.
Do you see any others around town?
I do. I see. I got one of them lives in my neighborhood, Johnny Chambliss. John played ball with him. He was a really good football player, baseball player.
Right.
Johnny's a good athlete. But I see several of them around town.
Right. And former players, of course.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. All the time. That's a thrill too. You know, seeing all the kids you coach coming up. And,
right.
Yeah, 38 years I coached a lot of folks. So
right.
It's always good to see them.
Now, I understand you got some families still making some waves in sports as well.
Yeah, my grandchildren play. And of course, my older one, Kara Smith.
Right.
She played the last 2 years junior college softball, 1 year up in Tipton and A-back.
Right.
I actually played baseball in the 1970s. So it was great to see her get to go to play at the same school I did. And then this past year, Florida Gateway brought back their softball program after 16 years.
Right.
She committed to them her last year and finished this past year there. And then got another couple of granddaughters. Rachel Smith graduated last year, good volleyball, softball player. She'll be playing at Gateway this year.
Okay.
So, and then my 13-year-old, she's in the middle school and she's on the volleyball team.
Okay.
Got some athletes.
Well, I see that. It runs in the family there. And speaking of athletes, now they always tell me, you know, you were a baseball player, basketball, football. track?
Nope.
I know you did golf.
Well, no, I actually didn't because back when I was in school, golf was during baseball season.
Right, okay.
So I played the three, though.
Right.
I played them every year. I just enjoy playing all the sports.
Right,
It's tough for me today because today it's almost like you're a 12-month-a-year athlete, whatever sport you choose.
Right.
And, I like them all. So I was glad to get the chance to play each one of them and enjoy them all.
What is your feeling with that? Because many people say, the more sports an athlete plays, the better he is. What do you think about that? Should they specialize in one?
I think that's true. I think, you're using different muscles in your body each sport. You're
Right.
different, reaction times and things like that.
Right.
I definitely think playing more than one sport's good for you. I really do.
Right. Now, fast forward, you're going to be sitting in the stands. Now, I remember one time you had retired, and then you went back to Melody. Are you still there?
No, I didn't. I retired from Melody. I taught 4 years there.
Okay.
Last 4, that gave me 40 years in the education system.
Right.
And then for 2.5 years, I worked part-time at Chicken Scott Drug.
Right.
So, but about 4 months ago, I called that quits.
Right.
I'm retired right now.
Well, I hear you.
Yeah.
So you're going to come out here and sit and watch some
I'll
games?
be back watching play for sure.
Do you still follow the baseball program and the basketball and all that?
I do. I go to all the games mostly.
Uh-huh.
I mean, with my grandchildren playing softball.
Right.
I'll be up at the softball field, but I always wander over to the baseball.
All right, I want to thank you, Coach Mixon, for joining me on the Bulldog Bark. Once a coach, always a coach, and I'm finding that out myself. I haven't coached on the level of Coach Mixon, but still, even when you coach little kids on Little League and upward basketball and YMCA ball, they'll see you in town after 10 or 15 years later, and you're still coach to them. And that's the way I feel about my coach, Coach Terry Mixon. Again, Coach, thank you for joining me on the Bulldog Bark. I now send it back to Andy and Wayne and all the crew of RiverCountrySports.com. Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to two things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees and no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak. The Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 18th and 19th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, steer wrestling, breakaway roping, calf roping, and team roping. Gates open at 6. The rodeo starts at 7:30. Tickets just $10, 12 and under $5. The 4th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored in part by Visit Suwannee County. Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. For more, visit SuwanneeParks.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Back here in Live Oak, it's Suwannee High Bulldog football on RiverCountrySports.com. Your halftime score: Suwannee with the lead, 14-7 over the visiting Baker County Wildcats in this district ball game. I'm taking a look at other games around the area, and Rains Madison County postponed. It says.
Really?
That's what it says on my score sheet here. The game is postponed, so I'm not sure what the story is there.
Huh.
Hamilton County with a big lead. Their homecoming game over Hilliard. Second quarter score, Trojans leading 24-6. You've got Newberry right now leading Bradford County 7-0. That's at halftime. How about that one?
Yeah, I was wondering if you had anything on Taylor County and Chiefland, because they were. Let's see, Taylor County was 5-0, I think, and Chiefland was 6-0. I think they were going at it tonight somewhere. I was going to look for that, but you done beat me to it.
Well, how about Godby beating Wakulla right now? This is in the third quarter, 27-7.
Wow.
The Cougars winning at Wakulla. So Godby looks like they're going to win the district already with 2 wins under their belt. And I'm looking for that score. I don't see it as of yet. But I'll keep searching.
Well, you never know me. I could have got the wrong date even.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I've got these are scores from all over the state of Florida. So, there's a whole lot of high schools here in the state. And going through all the scores, trying to find one or two is sometimes challenging, to say the least. But flipping through these scores as quick as I can, trying to find that Taylor Chiefland score. Taylor County, they're going to be here next Friday night,
Yeah.
And they look much improved this season.
Yeah, like I say, they're undefeated so far, but they got a good ball club.
Yeah.
They always do, and that's always a tough one, too, when you get them and Suwannee County together.
Battle of the Dogs. I don't know if I'm going to be able to find that score. I'm flipping through them here as quick as I can, and can't seem to find that one. Anyway, somebody must know.
Yeah, and we were pulling for Wakulla, but I guess that was
not looking good.
Not looking too good.
No. All right, Baker County going to get the football first here in the second half as they defer to the second half, and we're about ready to get underway here in half number 2. Suwannee with a 7-point lead. Hang on, Dogs.
AJ he'll tee it up at the 40-yard line and back deep. Number 1, Chase Phillips, he's on the far side. And I think that's number 2 on the near side. Might be Michael Landers. See if we can put it through the end zone once again. This time high end over end kick. This one will be returnable from about the 2-yard line. Landers up to the 15, to the 20. Got a block right there up to the 25. I see a flag come a flying, and we might have had a block in the back around the 15. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, flag on the field at around the 20-yard line. And that is going to be an illegal block and going to work against Baker County. I do get a score. This was sent to me by Jamie Watcher, Lake City reporter. He's not here tonight, but he's watching the stream and heard me talking about not being able to find the score. Halftime, Chiefland 10, Taylor County 6.
Tight ball game. I figured it would be. I knew Chiefland was pretty good too, but I'm going to have to pull for them Bulldogs.
Pull for them this week and against them next week.
That's right.
All right, this ball is going to be placed down at around the 10-yard line. And that's where Baker County will begin this drive here as we start the third quarter.
Looks like Suwannee stays in that 4-man front. And the quarterback register. This time he'll come with kind of an offset backfield. Kind of split backs. Toss sweep to number 1, I believe. Actually, it's number 5, Williams. He takes it to the right side, but the Dogs had great penetration on the right side of their offensive front, and we just stack him up. And he might have lost about a half a yard.
And nice job that time by Suwannee to string that play out and not allow that running back to get the corner.
Bring up a second down. We'll call it closer to 11. Shotgun formation once again for register. He's got an offset backfield. This time, no play action, but he's looking, slant pattern, wide open. I mean, wide open. Quarantine to the 35, to the 40. He'll cross the 50. One of them Dogs trying to run him down. He'll never do it, and he'll go all the way to the house I'm talking about. Wow.
Unbelievable. Nobody had picked him up out of the backfield.
Had to be a blown coverage or something.
Yeah, that's number 17 that snuck out there, and nobody on him. That's Rhett Roden.
Yeah, to Roden. Wow.
And, he goes 91 yards.
Who would have thunk it?
Wow. After that first play, had them bottled up at their own 9-yard line.
Yeah.
and then you let him loose across the middle. Nobody back deep. Nobody covered that receiver. And he was just wide open and scampered to the end zone, 91 yards.
Yeah, we had to have a blown coverage on that because, like I say, he was quarantined. When he caught the football, there wasn't a dog within about 10 yards of him. And then we couldn't catch up. Low snap. And I think the Dogs blocked it. They did. And it'll be no good. So the Dogs retained the lead, 14-13. Boy, we came across there in a hurry. And that might have been Rossin that did that.
Wow. I tell you what, that's incredible, guys. They were just about to tie things up. And that point after kick in high school ball, that's not automatic. And had a low snap. And, coming across there. And I believe that may have been Rossin.
Yeah.
How about that?
I didn't even know he was on that special team.
So Suwannee maintains a 1-point lead. Back after this, Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
It's a big home game tonight as the Dogs take on Baker County in the Doghouse. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for 77 years.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium, ball teed up at the 40-yard line. Suwannee with a 14-13 lead now. They let him get away with a long touchdown, but the extra point was blocked. And here comes the kick.
Boatwright puts a foot into it, high end over end kick. This one will be returnable from about the 17-yard line. Looks like it's Fryer. He'll go across the far side to around the 30. And boy, he gets slammed out of bounds right there around the 31.
And that's where the Dogs will take over possession of this football. Well, Baker County showed they're not out of this thing. They march right down the field and put points on the board. So Suwannee now has to answer that. They've got a 1-point lead. They could use some insurance points here as they'll tee this ball up at around the 32-yard line.
Yeah, that's the second time, really. They missed it earlier before the end of the first half where they had a wide-open receiver. He couldn't hang on to the football. Yeah. And that time they made up for it because he was wide open. He caught the football, and it was Katie bar the door. Wow. See if the Dogs can strike back. It'll be Sykes. He'll be in the gun. Horn will be right behind him. 2 receivers set to the near side, and we'll bring motion across the field. Thought we were going to do that touch pass, but we didn't even have a chance. No. And I don't know. Things got cluttered up in the backfield.
Well, you had number 9 back there in the backfield, and Jackson is their sack attack guy. He leads the team in sacks. He and number 14, Mitchell, and that is his 8th sack, I want to say, of the year. Wow. Second tonight.
Yeah, he just blew it up right in the center of the football field. I thought we were going for that touch pass, but it looked like we were going to do some play action, and I'm not sure if somebody went the wrong way, but
I guess that's more of a tackle for loss since it was the running back, but my goodness.
Wow, backed us up about 5 or 6 yards. Second down and long for the Dogs. Shotgun formation once again. They come across, and we throw the screen pass, do a little juke move. They hit us across the face mask. That was Fryer with a catch right at the 25, but actually we lost a yard.
Yeah, not much going on there.
I like the call, but Baker County was all over it.
Back at the 25-yard line, that's where Suwannee sits right now, facing a third down and long, third and about 17.
Dogs out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage. Some more Wildcats digging in on the other side. And boy, that front four for them has been fearless here starting this second half. Shotgun formation for Sykes, single back in the backfield. And quick pass across the middle, wide open receiver, and we make the catch. Noah Lopez, he takes a licking, but keeps on ticking. And somebody say, give that dog a first down.
Well, he caught that ball, and he was right at that first down marker. It's going to depend on the spot whether he got it or not. I think he's got enough. Let's see if they move the chains. They'll set the ball down right at the 43-yard line, 42-yard line.
Well, the chain gang started to move them, then the officials stopped them. And
yeah, that's a first down. And Lopez did take a shot there at the end of that play, but he held on to the football. Tough kid.
Yeah, he did a great job to hang on to that football and get the Dogs that big first down that they needed. Dogs up to the line of scrimmage. We're on the move. 2 receivers set near side. Single back in the backfield, and we're going to throw it once again. Wide open receiver will be Rossin on the far side. He gets hit at the 40. He drags 3 cats with him all the way up to around the 36.
M.J. Rossin with another catch. and took a little bit of punishment after the play, but big first down for Suwannee. But hang on, this is coming back.
Wow.
This is coming back, and we may have had a lineman downfield this time. I'm not sure.
Play took a little bit of time to develop. As Rawson looked like he did kind of a curl pattern after about 12 yards.
The ball is coming back, though, and that's a shame. So it's either going to be a hold, or I thought I saw him say something about a lineman. Let's see. No, it is going to be a hold.
That'll back us up 10 yards.
I know Coach Hall was not happy about that.
Mm-mm.
He was out there arguing his case, but not going to win that argument.
Now the Dogs still have first down, but it'll be 1st and 20 from around the 31-yard line. Trips to the near side. Single back in the backfield. We'll come in motion. We got 2 in motion at one time, and nothing happening. But we do catch the football horn on that little running back flare out to the near side.
Just a quick flare pass in the backfield, but we have movement up front. One of the receivers was moving, and you can't have 2 guys moving at the same time. So it's going to be an illegal motion penalty against Suwannee.
I would think if you have a chance to decline this, you might decline it, unless they just want to back us up more, because I don't think we gained but a yard.
And let's see what they do. They are going to call it and decline it.
Probably a pretty good call. Now we'll be facing 2nd down and probably about closer to 21.
Yeah, lost a yard on that one. So 2nd down and a cab ride coming up for Suwannee.
Rawson will be the single receiver to the near side. He should be in man coverage. Trips to the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Horn. Now Horn will go in motion. And here's the snap. Intended. Boy.
Well, they hit Rawson early.
Wow. Now almost could have a targeting call.
Yeah.
Helmet to helmet.
And it was. And he's hurt.
Yep.
And that was just a nasty play. That was dirty.
And they did have safety help underneath. Because he came
But, I mean,
out of
before
nowhere.
the ball even got there, boom.
Wow, he was hammered.
I mean, he hit him right in the helmet to helmet. And they're going to have to separate these 2 teams. And MJ is down on the ground right now. And now another flag flies. And I'm sure things are being said. And not good. Clock stop with 8:04 to play here, 3rd quarter. 14-13, Suwannee with a 1-point lead. Injury timeout back after this.
Wow.
Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. Ross is still down on the field. Trainers are looking at him at around the 40-yard line. Coach Hall is out there wanting to speak to the officials. The officials are huddled up and talking about things. There are flags all over the field. And a flag going to be a pass interference or a personal foul on that hit. And then they had a late flag come out, and I believe that probably going to be an unsportsmanlike. And officials still trying to sort all this out.
Yeah, and I was just trying to figure if the unsportsmanlike will be offsetting. It's hard to tell exactly what happened after the play.
Right.
As they actually talking to Baker County's coach around the 45.
Coach Mays is out there and having a conversation with 3 of the officials, and Coach Hall talking to the other 2. And meantime, trainers are working on MJ Rawson, Suwannee's top player. And, man, you sure don't need to lose him. But he took a nasty hit.
Yeah, he did. And, we just got 3 or 4 players back for this ball game. And then, boy, you'd hate to lose Rawson.
Well, and then MJ lost his junior season. Remember last year he got hit with kind of a nasty play in the end zone and was out for the season. Now he's up. MJ up on his own power and walking off the field. A little unsteady on his feet. But he certainly got his bell rung up. Imagine concussion protocol will come into play here.
Yeah, and I was worried about his shoulder just a little bit, the way he took the hit and got drove into the turf there. But we'll wait and see what the call's on.
And let's see as the Whitecap comes out, and he is going to show. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that a sideline warning against Swan?
That was the only call?
Come on now.
I mean, there had to be a penalty. They threw the flag right after the hit.
Well, he hasn't shown us the call. It had to be a pass interference
Yeah.
call or a personal foul, one or the other. And they are marching the ball down to the 46-yard line.
And it'll remain second down, so it'll be better advantage for Suwannee to pick up a first down.
Second and about 7 or 6.
Ball placed right around the 46-yard line. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. Horn, he comes in motion near side. Quick pass to the far side. I believe that's fire. Done a juke move. Get a great block across the 50 to the 45 to the 40. And will be driven out of bounds somewhere around the 36-yard line. Somebody say, give that dog a first down.
Boy, Coy Fryer made that catch, and then what a move that he put on that defensive back. Kind of left his shoes on the field as he put a juke move on him. And boy, oh boy, what a move. Gets the first down.
Yeah, and I see their coaches out on the field. I don't know.
This is coming back as well. There is a flag.
Yes.
And it's going to be a hold against Suwannee. My goodness. Hard to get excited about something when you got penalty flags flying left and right. Now that one's going to work against Suwannee. And it's going to be a hold.
That had to take... I was thinking it took place right around where he caught the football when he cut back. I mean, that's the only block I saw that might have been, unless it happened on the line of scrimmage.
I don't know, but now we're back up in that second and about 16.
Dogs up to the line of scrimmage, shotgun formation. Receivers set on either side, single back, and it looked like we were surprised to get the football. We step up in the pocket, we're going to throw it, boy, a quick pass, and we make the catch. That's Fryer right around the 47.
It made the catch, but it's going to bring up a third down and long to go. Well, third down and keep moving that stick. Third and about 6. So picked up 10 yards.
I was looking for another flag just in case.
Luckily, we didn't. Now, we got to get this ball across the 50 and across the 48-yard line to get the first down here. We're at our own 47, third down and about 6. Maybe closer to 5.
So kind of set. Suwannee will be pretty much have a single receiver near side, 2 to the far side, single back in the backfield, and it looks like Baker County. They keep running them linebackers up to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they come after us, pin their ears back, throw it to Fryer once again, cut across the field. Someone's got a first down across the 45. On his feet, turn around the 41 or 42. Oh, my.
Boy, Thomas Sykes was a smooth customer there as they were coming after him, and he was just about to take a nasty hit. And he got rid of that football into the hands of number 10, who then knew what to do with it after the catch and picks up a big first down.
Yeah, and that's the one didn't get to count for him, but that one did. He did another one of them spin moves, and he got away from a would-be tackler and got the dog the first down right at the 40-yard line, and we're on the move. We lead at 14-13. We need to get some more. Trips to the near side, single receiver far side, and we're looking at a 4-man front. Now they bounce in 5, now they step back. Shotgun formation, and I thought we were going to hand it to Horn, but the quarterback, Sykes, either missed the handoff or ended up following him into the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was supposed to be the lead blocker there, but did not take the handoff. And quarterback follows him in the hole and picks up a yard.
Mercy.
That's a nice long drive here. Of course, we had all those penalties that confused things a little bit, but now down to the 39-yard line. Remember, this drive started at our own 32.
Number 12, Jamarcus Cherry. He checks out of the ball game. He was filling in for Rawson. I saw Rawson check back in. Second down and 9 for Suwannee. Right around the 39. Sykes in the gun, single back in the backfield. We're looking down the field. A lot of pressure. They got us by the jersey, and
intentional grounding.
Well, there was a receiver out there.
I tell you what, when Baker County pins their ears back, or they want to come after you, we can't block them.
No.
I mean, they're across the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Ball snapped, and then just look out. I mean, just pushing dogs out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
And that number 9, he's a tough Wildcat. Give credit to that young man.
Yeah, you'll have to put 2 on him, maybe even 3.
Phillip Jackson.
So I see that'll back us up to the 50-yard line.
Timeout on the field. 5:21 to play here, third quarter. Suwannee hanging on by a point. It's dog ball on rivercountrysports.com. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com. Hey, Dog fans, want to remind you the Suwannee Quarterback Club is a group of dedicated fans and supporters of Suwannee Bulldog football. If you'd like to be a member of the Quarterback Club, just contact them at SuwanneeQBClub@gmail.com. SuwanneeQBClub@gmail.com. Or, of course, you can visit their Facebook page at Suwannee QB Club, Inc. The Suwannee Quarterback Club, an integral part of Suwannee High Bulldog football.
Absolutely.
Well, we got the ball at right around midfield.
Yeah.
And we'll face a big third down here, third and long coming up for Suwannee.
Yeah, it'll be third and boy.
Well, after that sack, yeah, you got to take your shoes off, Dan. I'm going to say about 20.
Yeah. That'll work.
Yeah, because you got to get the ball across the 30-yard line to get the first down. So third down and 20 yards to go. Yeah, there's two teams still talking this over with their coaching staffs. And let's see if Suwannee can come. Good to see number 5 back out there.
Yeah,
he had his bell rung, and I thought he might be done for the night. But, this is high school ball. Shake it off and get back out there.
That's right. Rawson being out there, kind of competitive player he is.
And Rawson never leaves the field. Keep that in mind. I mean, he plays special teams. He plays defense. He plays offense about every snap. I want to see if Suwannee can come up with some magic here to keep this drive alive.
Hopefully so. Rawson will be the wide receiver to the near side of the field, and he'll be right around the 50-yard line marker.
And Phillips is going to be on him, their speedster.
Yeah, and they got safety help underneath. Shotgun formation, and they bring that blitz once again. We're going to have to toss it up, but boy, overthrows everybody, intended for Fryer, but it goes incomplete. We just had no time.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intended for Fryer, just intended to throw it over everybody's head and get rid of that ball because Sykes was just about to take another sack.
Yeah.
So an incomplete pass, and Suwannee is going to have to give the football up.
Probably going to end up having to throw it underneath as many blitzes as they came with in the second half.
Yeah, when sometimes with those blitzes, you maybe set up a middle screen or something that can slow that down.
Right in front of that other linebacker.
Coming right up the gut at us.
AJ hit. He'll do the kicking chores. He'll stand around the 36. Number 1 for them. For a high end-over-end kick that's going to hit somewhere around the 24. Take a little bit of a bulldog roll inside the 20 and be down to the 19.
And that's where the Baker County Wildcats will take over. They trail by 1. Your score right now with 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, Suwannee 14 and Baker County 13. And let's see if Suwannee can hold defensively here as the ball is going to be placed on the ground at around the 19-yard line, and that's where Baker County will begin.
Well, the thing about it, you can't give up those big plays, that 91-yard scoring strike they had earlier. If you do that very much, it's hard to recover from.
Yeah, let's hope we sew that up on defense.
Shotgun formation for Register. Williams will be the lone back, and Register's looking, a little bit of pressure, and he rolls out of pressure and rolling to the far side, looking for a wide open receiver in the middle of the field. He catches the football that falls down at the 46, and that's number 1 again, Chase Phillips.
Yeah, and lucky for Suwannee, he fell down or he'd have gone the distance that time. Suwannee got a little pressure on him back there, and quarterback scrambled away from it, was able to get free, got the pass off. The receiver was open, but this could be coming back. And it is going to be going to be a personal foul against Baker County.
Awesome.
Offensive personal foul.
Something had to happen after the ball was released, then, for that to take place. But, well, hold on.
And they're going to, I guess they're going to mark this off
after the play
because the flag was actually back at the line of scrimmage.
But they're going to mark the personal foul off after the catch, so they give him the play.
Okay.
And then the personal foul marched off from there.
Now back him up to around the 40.
That's still going to be a positive game from the 19-yard line.
Oh, yeah. And we talked about it. Even when that quarterback's running around, you still got to cover your receiver.
Yeah, and we got to get pressure. I mean, they're putting all kind of pressure on Sykes. It'd be nice to get a little pressure back there on their quarterback.
Got to do it here. 1st and 10 for Baker County, right around the 40-yard line. Register gets the play call from their sideline. Single back in the backfield. Receivers set on either side. They'll bring motion with Chase Phillips to the near side, and the quarterback keeps it himself, but he goes nowhere. We stack him up right at the 40-yard line, the line of scrimmage.
And nice play that time. Hunter Watson credited with the tackle. Big number 21 back there. His brother's out for the year, unfortunately, but
mercy.
Well, that young man is growing up and making plays.
He is. 2nd down and 10 for Baker County from the 40-yard line. Suwannee in a 4-man front, 2 backers stacked in behind them. Shotgun formation for Register. Single back in the backfield. Quick pass to the outside is complete. They try to get the block, and we just hammer Chase Phillips to the turf behind the line of scrimmage. Actually, he'll lose about 3 or 4.
And great play that time. Fred Cooks making the open field tackle back there. Big tackle for loss.
That was a big play right there, and that's what you got to do because that's one of their go-to receivers. They'll probably be looking for old Hudson Hodges next. Hadn't seen much of him except for a little bit earlier in the game.
3rd down and 14. Come on, Dogs, dig in. Got to hunker down here.
They got to do that, and we'll be in a 4-man front. Register in the gun, single back in the backfield. That'll be Williams. He'll be to his left. 2 receivers set to either side of the football field. Long snap count. Here's the snap. Register looking, steps up in the pocket. We get a paw on him, a hand on him, and we slam him to the turf after a gain of 4 yards up to the 40-yard line. But that should bring up a 4th down.
And great play. Hunter Watson in there once again.
Man. Watson playing his behind, though.
Yeah, he is. No doubt.
Be 4th and punt for the Baker County Wildcats. Their punter will stand somewhere around the 27. That's boat ride. He puts a foot into it, end over end kick, and he just kicks it away from us to the far side of the field. It'll hit and bounce and be downed right around the 31-yard line.
So great defensive series that time by Suwannee.
Man, we got stuff going on
in
the middle of the field. And
sure do.
Another flag.
And coach is trying to get their players away from one another, but
yeah,
little unnecessary stuff going on out there. 2 minutes, 31 seconds left on the scoreboard clock here. And penalty flags down. And they're going to have to sort that out. The punt was off, and Suwannee would have possession.
Well, I saw two Wildcats smack talking. I think it was with Rosson. And then I don't know if we're going to get for the retaliation. The official was trying to step in between, and then there's a little bit of encounter after.
And official's going to go and talk to the both coaching staffs and let's see what the call is. And Coach Mays is pleading his case on the far side. And you're normally not going to win those arguments against the officials, and still waiting for the call here. See which way this is going to go.
Well, one or the other. You either just call offset and penalties, let it go, tell the coaches to calm their players down and take control of them.
Going to call a personal foul against Baker County.
Well, that's a good
Meanwhile,
deal for the Dogs.
They're playing Why Can't We Be Friends by War on the loudspeakers here.
Pretty good choice of music.
Nice job over there. All right, so this penalty is going to be marched off from the 31-yard line. Personal foul against Baker County, and Suwannee is going to end up with good field position because of that call.
Yeah, they will.
And they'll march the ball all the way down to the 46-yard line, and Suwannee will take over there. So at their own 46, Suwannee will begin this drive, leading 14-13. 2:31 left to go third quarter.
2 receivers set to the near side.
And now movement up front. And Baker County was jumping around and everything and just kind of forced that procedure call.
Yeah, and see, Horn was going to line up in the backfield, but then he was going to get set up in the slot position on the outside, and then all of a sudden we had movement. That's back us up 5 yards.
Back to the 41, 1st and 15.
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Well, you can tell this is a passionate game. Both teams want this one very badly.
Yeah.
Don't want to go 0-2 in district play.
Suwannee up to the line of scrimmage. We're looking at a 4 and 5 and 6 man front. They've been coming after us. We'll bring motion with Rawson, and he'll go across and wide open receiver around the middle, but boy, he got hammered. That was intended for number 11, but I think they're going to get a unsportsmanlike with a hit up around the helmet, around the 50 against Logan Brooks.
Yeah, Logan Brooks was kind of in a prone position there, and he reached out, tried to catch that ball with one hand, and he took a pretty mean lick. I'm not sure that was I don't know about that one.
Home cooking?
Yeah, maybe. And you can see the Baker County fans on the far side not happy about it, but it is going to be a personal foul against the Wildcats.
Mercer. Things can get out of hand over here. Dogs get the first down via the penalty up to the 41-yard line. Out of the huddle and up to the line of scrimmage, we go nose to nose with them old Wildcats. Kind of got a short slot to the far side, single receiver near side, shotgun formation for Sykes, and Horn will be the single back. Quick pass out there to, I guess that was Rawson.
Rawson, they got him a face mask.
They sure did, about ripped his head off. That ought to be a double 15-yarder.
Yeah, I mean, that was, and I don't, I don't want to call anybody dirty because I don't think anybody would do that on purpose, but he grabbed him by the face mask and yanked him down. I mean, that was a nasty looking play that time.
Mm.
And hopefully MJ's okay. But, oh, man, you hate to see that head turn like that.
Yeah, it was pretty much got him going the opposite direction.
And personal foul face mask, and they're going to march 15 more off.
Yeah, we should end up around the 25 when they finish walking.
Want to get close to that Roundtree for more red zone. And 25-yard line is where the ball will end up.
And we'll take it any way we can get it. Suwannee up to the line of scrimmage. Boy, both fans on either side are getting fired up at this football game.
They are.
What a good atmosphere. Trips to the near side, single receiver on the far side of the field. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Horn. Quick pass this way, and it's to Fryer. Fryer tries to get a block, does a spin move, but runs into another Wildcat right around probably the 24.5. Maybe got a half a yard.
They didn't get a whole lot out of that, but he fought his way for positive yards, so give him a gain of 1. Move the ball down to the 24 to 2nd down and 9 coming up for Suwannee. Clock is moving now, about 1:45 to go until the end of the third quarter.
Mercy, what a ball game so far. Ball spotted right at the 24-yard line. Rawson will be to the far side of the field, and Suwannee will have trips to the near side, and we'll be in tight, in between the hashes. Single back in the backfield is Horn. And we're going to have to run it. The quarterback Sykes, a little spin move, and he'll get spun around all the way up to the 20-yard line. So pretty good pickup when it looked like it was going to be nothing.
I think that was by design. I'm just guessing, but it looked like he went back there and he kind of hesitated for a moment, looked like he was going to pass, but then he just tucked it up and ran. He saw an opening. So it either ad-libbed or by design, but nice looking play there by Sykes.
Yeah, spurted out of there and gets it to the 20-yard line.
Still 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Oh, yeah. Sykes in the gun, single back. That'll be Horn. 2 receivers set to the other side. He's looking across the middle of the field. 3 are there. Did we catch the ball? And what's that? MJ Rawson. Wow. Another one.
MJ Rawson with a great catch in traffic and comes up with it. That'll be good for a 1st and goal. We have an injured Wildcat, though, in the backfield right now. And while they tend to him, we'll take a timeout. Back in 30. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com. The injured player for Baker County, number 14, Jeremiah Mitchell. We certainly hope he's okay. Looks like they're working maybe an ankle. And hopefully now they got him back up, and they're going to have to help him off the field. So a twist of that ankle, and we certainly hope he's okay.
Oh, yeah.
But in the meantime, Suwannee's going to have first and goal inside that Roundtree Moore red zone all the way down to the 9-yard line. What a catch by M.J. Rossi.
I mean, he's had about 3 highlight film catches today.
Yeah.
That you send that off to somebody.
Yeah, I'm telling you what. They're late recruiting him, but teams are starting to notice.
Yeah.
And he's going to be highly sought after here last half of the season and into the offseason.
Yeah.
Get that NIL money ready.
Hey, there you go. Now you're talking. But for the Dogs of Suwannee, I mean, 3 penalties. Of course, there were several penalties on this drive, and some of them went the opposite way, but it seems like forever and a day, and we're down to 14 ticks on the clock in the third quarter.
And personal foul. You had after the punt, you had a personal foul. You had a procedure call. Then you had a face mask, another personal foul. So yeah, it's been kind of feisty, shall we say?
Yes.
And now they run the rest of the time off here in the third quarter. So we have come to the end of the third quarter of play. Suwannee 14 and Baker County 13. Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
What's a football?
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
Need to paint? Call the pros at Charles Bean Painting. They'll paint it, they'll have it looking good. Whether it's outside your home or business or inside, they do texturing, drywall repair, plus pressure cleaning. Call for a free estimate. 386-209-7381. Licensed and insured, family owned and operated, serving the area over 30 years. Charles Bean Painting, LLC. Remember, it hasn't been painted till it's bean painting. 209-7381.
Shotgun formation. They come after us. We throw the pass into the end zone, but boy, they're jacking us up in there, and that's going to cost him 15. They're pouncing on us just inside the end zone, and it was intended for, I think, is that Fryer?
I'm not sure. I believe it was, but I'm not 100% on that. And
I don't even know what
Coach Hall is calling for an ejection. He wants that player tossed out.
Maybe in check.
Man, I'm not sure.
He could have been Jamarcus Chubb. Well, 12 was down there, 10 was down there, and then I don't know. Hard to tell what really happened.
But it's an incomplete pass. I do know that. And then personal foul after that's going to move the ball down to the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and the thing about it, there was 3 Wildcats there on the one receiver. We couldn't hold on to the football, but then they started pouncing on us in the end zone. Mercy knocking on the Wildcat door. Almost got a score here. Early here in the fourth quarter. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Horn will be the lone back. 2 receivers to the far side and Rawson to the near side. And we are taking our time, but that's because the officials are over there talking to Coach May.
Yeah, he wants an explanation, I'm sure. Emotions are running high in this one, but he's got to get his players under control. Both coaching staffs trying to get their players to play within the rules.
Yeah. I guess that's
Sykes had time to tie his shoe, though.
yeah, he did.
Take care of business.
Just call it equipment timeout.
There you go.
Okay, set to play finally. Two receivers far side, Rawson to the near side, right around the 6. Shotgun formation for Sykes. And Rawson will go in motion, then cut to the outside. He can't get out there, and they're going to sack us. We spun away. Sykes going to dive for the 3-yard line. Boy, he'll pick up a couple of hard-fought yardage, and I don't know how he got out of the ground.
I don't know how he did it either, but on the scramble, he was able to make positive yards out of what probably should have been a sack. And somehow he survived that sack attack, and then he was able to scoot himself forward and get to around the 3-yard line.
Yeah, and Rawson was doing that little comeback route, and then he was going to go the other way, but Baker County wasn't going to let him loose. They had 2 on him over here on the near side.
Well, I'd like to see us pounded in there. But I don't know if we can handle their defensive line in order to do it. We've kind of gone away from the running game pretty much.
Yeah, I don't even know if Horns touched it here in the second half.
Yeah, not very many times, if at all. You're right about that. And now a timeout on the field. We'll step aside as well. 10:59 to go. Suwannee hanging on by 1, looking for more. After this, it's Dog Ball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com.
No worries, that was just a shed.
Suwannee Bulldog football, boy, a feisty one here tonight at Langford Stadium between the Dogs and the Cats. What else would you expect?
Yeah, Cats and Dogs. We talked about it before the game, and that's what it has been.
It's going to be second and goal, Suwannee. They're at the 3-yard line, trying to get some insurance here, leading 14-13 and knocking on that Wildcat door.
And the good thing is we did pick up a little positive yardage when I thought they might have had a sack around the 6. It didn't happen. We still go from the gun. Sykes, he'll be in the gun, probably about 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Stacked receivers near side, and boy, we snap it by him, and he's going to be sacked this time at the 15.
Yeah, that was just an errant snap. And Sykes tried to retrieve it. Luckily, he was able to get on that football. We couldn't do anything with it. And he's going to have to eat it.
Yeah, and it looked like Fryer was coming in motion and was probably going to take that little, I think it was going to actually be a pitch to him behind him instead of that little touch pass. But it never did take place.
No, and that was costly because they had the ball at the 3-yard line, and now they've got the ball at the 15-yard line, and they're going to set up for a field goal.
They will. The tee will be spotted right around the 21. It'll be a 31-yard attempt. And that is a hit. He'll approach the football, put a foot into it, high end over end, and it is good.
So A.J. Hitt converts on the field goal, and Suwannee gets a little bit of breathing room, but not enough for me. They're going to need more. 17-13. That's your score. Suwannee leads Baker County with 10-10 left to go in this ball game. Suwannee football on RiverCountrySports.com.
Are you new to investing and not sure where to begin? Start by looking for a financial advisor who will offer you a strategy personalized for you and your family. One who will be there as your life and financial situation changes. I'm Hunter Abercrombie, your Live Oak Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner together to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today at 386-364-3699. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
RiverCountrySports.com, your home for Suwannee High Bulldog football. And right now, the Dogs hanging on. Got a little insurance there, but not nearly enough for me to feel comfortable. 17-13, Andy, with over 10 minutes to go.
Yeah, somewhere in that series, I lost a down. Somewhere I thought we were still at third down.
I did
but
too, be honest.
I don't remember. I'd have to backtrack.
Yeah.
I have to watch the replay of this game sometime.
Well, I thought, anyway, it doesn't matter now. We got the 3.
No, and we're going to have to kick it away. This time it'll be returnable. It's just going to bounce at the 1, and now they're going to finally pick it up. Number 1 will, and he finds the sideline near side, does a spin move, and the Dogs pound him up right around the 14-yard line. And I was hoping he wouldn't pick it up because we were coming down there for it.
That ball was just hanging on the ground there, and they were just sitting there watching it. And I thought for a moment there, and it took Suwannee a while to get down there. I thought we were going to pin him inside the 5, but give him credit. Number one, got out of harm's way and got it out to around the 9-yard line.
And the thing about it, I don't know. I thought maybe, I don't know what he was thinking at first. Unless he was just trying to throw us off guard.
Actually got it out to the 14.
Yeah. Mercy. That old dog defense has got to hunker down for 10 more minutes. Shotgun formation for register. Single back in the backfield. This time it'll be Williams. He'll be to his right. Trips to the far side of the field. Suwannee in a 4-man front. Here's the snap, and it's going to be the quarterback keeping himself. Register finds a big cross to 25, and finally pounded down around the 31. Mercy me.
Fryer made the tackle, but quarterback that time fakes the handoff and then just keeps it up the gut. Same play that Sykes ran on the previous play, but a little better yardage there for number 6.
Yeah, and Register, he's got surprising speed once he gets through that open hole. That's the second time tonight for sure.
Picked up about 15 yards, 16 yards.
He'll get the play call from the far sideline. They'll have trips to the far side, 2 receivers near side, and a naked backfield. Register just by himself in the gun. Suwannee still in a 4-man front, and this time he's just going to quarterback run right up the middle, and he just tries to bowl over one of our linebackers. He'll make his way across the 35, somewhere close to the 36.
Tyler Watson, that time on the tackle.
Wow, he picked up some good yardage.
He did. Back-to-back quarterback runs.
He doesn't mind putting his shoulder down either. He'll try to run over you. This time they'll have split backs in the backfield. Register will be in the gun. And he'll try to hand off. No, he's going to keep it himself. This time, them old dogs of Suwannee stack him up. He should have lost a yard on the play if we get a favorable spot somewhere around the 35.5.
Yeah, that time Allen was back there on him, and he had plenty of help. So Suwannee bottles up that play, and Allen comes up a little bit gimpy after that tackle.
Mercy. We don't need him to be gimpy.
They did lose a yard, so 3rd down and 5.
They'll come out with pretty much the same set. 2 receivers near side, 2 to the far side, single back in the backfield. That'll be Williams. He'll be sidecar left. Now he'll move to the right side. As Register in the gun, they'll bring motion with then the handoff to the big fullback or tailback, Williams. He spurts down the field for a gain of about 7 and a Wildcat first down.
Big first down, Baker County. 8 minutes to go here in this ball game. Suwannee holds on to a 17-13 lead. The Wildcats are a-marching.
They are eating a little clock as they go. Register in the gun once again. Same set, same back. Hand off to that same back. No, Register keeps himself, comes to the near side, and he'll pick up another 5 yards.
The quarterback doing a nice job that time of kind of faking that handoff, and a few of those defenders bit on that.
Yeah.
Even your announcers bit on it a little bit.
Oh, yeah. It was a pretty good job. Thought he was going to give it to the big back Williams. He didn't do that. Kept it himself, and he picked up 4.5. Shotgun formation for Register once again. Stacked receivers near side. Single back in the backfield. That will be Keenis Williams. Suwannee in a 4-man front. Backers stacked in behind them. Long snap count and handoff to Williams. He'll try to take it off tackle. Bounces off one would-be tackler into the open across the 40. Still on his feet, battling for the 35 as we stand him up. He has not been taken down yet and finally pushed to the far sideline around the 34, and somebody blow the whistle.
My goodness. Thought we had him stop a couple of times, but they just kept on moving. And Suwannee had trouble bringing that pile down. They finally do get him to the ground, but a big first down once again for Baker County.
Coach Hall getting a little bit livid, but they're on the move. We got to get people off the field. Shotgun formation for Register. Handoff to the big back again. That's Williams. He finds a play, a little hole off tackle, cuts it back inside the 30. It'll be banged down at the 28.
And now a timeout on the field. Suwannee wants to stop the clock here and talk about their defense. 6:29 to go. Dogs trying to hang on back after this. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Uh-oh, better call Bennett's.
When it comes to glass, in this area, folks know to call Bennett's Glass Company. Serving Live Oak and the surrounding areas for over 50 years. Their reputation speaks for itself. From commercial to residential, new construction, remodeling, custom glass, auto glass, shower doors, mirrors. Tell your insurance company you want Bennett's. Bennett's Glass Company on Gold Kiss Boulevard in Live Oak, 386-362-2295. When glass breaks, better call Bennett's.
Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com. Well, hunker down dogs, and we have called in the past for a double hunker, even a triple hunker. This right here is a quadruple hunker.
Well, something that hadn't happened tonight, and, hate to wish anybody any bad luck, but we could use a turnover.
Yeah. They tried to strip that ball the last play, but couldn't quite get that paw in there to knock that ball loose. That Wildcat had it secured. I just like to see him get him on the ground.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they've ran it the last couple of times, and now they've had some times.
This whole drive has been on the ground for Baker County.
Yeah, a little play action and a pass. Might pop them in there, see if we can get a rush on it. Shotgun formation, full register. Williams will be the lone back. Two receivers set either side. And once again, hand off to Williams. Takes it into the middle of the pile. We stack him up and drive him backwards.
Yeah, that time Travis Speed was there to meet him in the hole. So big number 17 does his job as Baker County not able to get anything going on that particular running play. And it'll bring up a third down. 3rd and 4 coming up for Baker County.
They'll say he made it back to the line of scrimmage. And Baker County just no huddle right up to the line of scrimmage. And we got to catch a breath. Once again, this time the quarterback keeps it, finds a big hole up the middle, and he may go all the way. And he does. Wow. For some 28 yards.
And that offensive line, give them credit for Baker County. They opened up a huge hole. They faked that handoff. We've seen that play, I don't know how many times in a row. But the dog defense burned on that one. As the quarterback scoots right up the middle of the field and into the end zone untouched for a Baker County score, and Baker County takes the lead.
They do take the lead, 19-17, and they'll go for the extra points. That way we at least have to kick a field goal to tie it.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Well, this extra point's not through yet now.
Oh, no, it's not.
And now Baker County will call a timeout. 5:51 to play here in the ball game, 19-17, pending the extra point. It's Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
It's rodeo time in Live Oak. The Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, October 18th and 19th at the Bob Holmes Covered Arena at the fairground. Bull riding, bronc riding, barrel racing, steer wrestling, breakaway roping, calf roping, and team roping. Gates open at 6. The rodeo starts at 7:30. Tickets just $10, 12 and under $5. The 4th annual Suwannee River Roundup Pro Rodeo, presented by Pilgrims and sponsored in part by Visit Suwannee County. Friday and Saturday, October 18th and 19th. For more, visit SuwanneeParks.com.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium, crunch time, 5:51 left on the scoreboard clock here in regulation. Suwannee leading by 2. And Baker County, let's see if they're going to go for the point after kick. Thought for a moment after that timeout they might think about a 2-point try, but they need the 3-point lead.
Yeah, no.
I wouldn't think they'd chance it here. So they will kick the point after.
Yeah, Boatwright, pretty good kicker, too, as far as percentages on point after. He'll be spotted right at the 10. Here's a snap. We come after it again. We just couldn't get the paw on it, and it's good.
And that one is up and good. And so now a 3-point lead for the Baker County Wildcats over the Suwannee Bulldogs. It's 20-17 with 5:51 left to go in this ball game. The Suwannee Coaches Show can be seen each Monday from 7 to 8 p.m. right here on rivercountrysports.com. Join host TJ Vickers and dog head coach Kyler Hall from our downtown Pool Realty Studios. It's brought to you by Wes Haney Chevrolet. The Coaches Show live and then archived on rivercountrysports.com. Well, the Suwannee Bulldogs got their work cut out for them now. They had that lead, and now they've down by 3, 5:51 to go. And let's see if Suwannee can claw their way back into this thing. A field goal can tie it. And, of course, a touchdown could give them a win here in this ballgame.
It could, and it's been a battle all night long. I mean, if you came to see this ball game, I mean, you've seen a good ball game thus far. Right now, the old green and white aren't on top, but we'll see if we can get it there with 5.5 minutes to go. See if Boatwright kicks that low liner again. We got 3 of them back there. He'll kick it, little short stub kick, near side. It'll be retrieved by one of them dogs, and then it's Logan Brooks. Oh, it's Fryer, okay. Across the 25 and up to around the 28.
And that's where Suwannee will take over. Yeah, 10 and 11 is hard to tell from this distance. And
it is for me with any distance.
Yeah. Well, now you do have a little double vision problem. I didn't know if you wanted to get into that or not. But, Andy's wearing a patch over his eye, so I was expecting you to start doing play-by-play and get that pirate call.
The Suwannee Bulldogs. I could do that. We just need to score.
Yeah. No matter how it happens. The 29-yard line is where Suwannee will begin this drive. 5:41 on the scoreboard clock here in the fourth quarter.
I wonder if this is the other water break. I thought you didn't do them in the second half of the season, but I've been wrong before.
Hey, home games here at Paul Langford Stadium means home cooking. Bring your appetite when you come to the games and visit concessions. The Bam Boosters, located on the home side, and the NJROTC on the visitor side. The food is delicious. The price is reasonable. And when you cure that appetite, remember you're helping 2 terrific organizations, the NJROTC and the Suwannee High School Marching Band, the pride of Suwannee. So appreciate you supporting those concessions. And, man, we had chicken strips at halftime, and they were good.
French fries? Oh, my.
Yeah. And it had some honey dipping sauce.
There you go.
Yeah, honey mustard. Good stuff.
Always is. Good to be at home.
Yeah, I love that these home games. And remember now, Tuesday night, we're going to be on the road. A Tuesday night game, if you can believe it. But that's what happens when you deal with hurricanes.
Oh, yeah.
So we're going to have to be over there Tuesday night for a game at Wakulla. That's another district ball game, and we'll have that one on the air for you. Monday night coaches show, Tuesday night the Wakulla game, and then we'll come back Friday night with homecoming against Taylor County.
Wow.
And normally you pick a team for homecoming you can whip.
Yeah.
But these Taylor County Bulldogs, not your average homecoming opponent.
No, they are not.
They look pretty good this year. And they're in a scrap tonight at Chieftain.
Yeah.
So
a big battle there.
No doubt.
Both of those teams trying to stay undefeated.
And one of them's going to take their first loss.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, if you like what you see and hear, let us know about it. We'd love to hear from Dog Nation. You can always send us an email at rivercountrysports@gmail.com. rivercountrysports@gmail.com. Be sure to catch all the action of Suwannee Bulldog football right here on rivercountrysports.com. Well, Friday night, we've got football weather. It's actually kind of chilly out here for some of us Floridians.
It was. They say don't mess with these air conditioners, but I turned that thing to 70 and made it kick off. They had that thing sitting on about 60-something. I was getting cold from the back and the front.
That's the summer. This summertime, you got to keep that thing cool.
Yeah. It's a beautiful night for football. I'll tell you, now Baker County, they've been pinning their ears back all night.
Yeah.
We got to throw it some.
They're coming after us.
We got trips to the near side, but they're in real tight. We're going to toss sweep near side, and it'll be Rawson. Rawson down the near side. No, it's actually number 2, Horn, and then the ball bounces up, but that's when he hits the ground, so he should be down around the 50, and then a flag comes to fly.
Yeah. And I tell you what, as quick as Horn was moving, I thought for a minute it was right.
I did. I thought he came around.
But they have the line, the defensive line stacked to this side, and we ran right at it. So they ran right by the play and then slammed to the turf, and the ball comes out as he hit the ground. So the ground can't cause a fumble. And we have a flag after that. And let's see what that flag is about.
Yeah, and I don't know what actually went on there. I saw one Baker County player and then a Suwannee player, but I don't know what was happening. And anyway.
Officials are conferring.
Let's just hope it isn't a fumble, but now the ball.
No, it was not a fumble.
Right.
I mean, unless they call it one, but that ball came out as he was slammed to the ground. And that was pretty obvious. Now a personal foul going to work against Suwannee.
Wow. Now that hurt.
Yeah. I'm not sure what that was about. I did not catch the personal foul.
And it kind of happened right after the football bounced up into the air, so
yeah, and I'm not sure.
Maybe a late hit or something like that.
Could have been a late hit or unnecessary words or not really sure, but this is going to be costly and move the ball all the way back after that big game back to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, instead of 1st and 10, It'll be second and maybe four or five. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Horn. We got them three receivers in tight again. See if we try to do it again. No, I snap this time, and we come down with it. We catch across the middle of the football field, right around the 44-yard line. Wow, that was fire.
Yeah, that was a high snap, and what a cool customer Thomas Sykes was.
Wow.
Did you see him handle that?
Yeah.
I mean, that ball was high. He popped it back up in his air. He didn't panic, and he found his receiver, and what a big catch by Coy Fryer.
And that's cooking with peanut oil right there. Mercy. Dogs get the first down. We'll have it at the 44-yard line after the big catch by Fryer. Baker County in a 5-man front. Now they back off, but they've been bringing backwards every time. Wow, they just snapped it 14 yards over the quarterback's head, and he just has to dive on it around the 22, and that just cannot happen.
Yeah, he handled the high snap. He couldn't handle the higher snap.
No.
That one would have taken step ladder, and didn't have that handy. So, unfortunately, the only thing that Sykes could do is go back there and cover the football, but this is going to lose. I mean, you add that up.
Well, I only got one eye right now.
Yeah. Well, even with two, I don't know that you can add all that up. All the way back to the 20.
Maybe the 23? Yeah.
23-yard line. So that's going to be second down and about close to 30.
Wow. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back in the backfield. That'll be Horn. Definitely have to throw it. They put a lot of pressure. We got the screen pass out here to Horn across the 30 on his feet, gets stood up at around the 32, fighting his way to around the 34-yard line.
Got a pretty nice gain there, about 11 yards. So a good pickup there on that play, but this is going to be third and still very long.
Boy, they were just coming after us, and I swear Sykes just hung in there and got rid of that football.
They'll put it down to the 33-yard line. It's going to be third down and 21.
Still a country mile.
Yeah.
Baker County still in a 4-man front. Backers stacked behind them. We'll have trips to the far side of the field. Single receiver near side. Shotgun formation for Sykes. Single back is Horn. Sykes looking, and
incomplete.
Yeah, goes incomplete.
And I'll tell you what, 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. You have enough faith in your defense to get you a quick 3-and-out stop, or are you going to go for it here on fourth down?
Well, I figured we're going to go for it.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to. I don't know that our defense can get a stop.
I just don't know
honestly
if you have a 4th and 21 play in the playbook.
Yeah. I'm looking for number 5 somehow, some way. And Rawson will line up near side, trips to the far side.
Well, we'll have triple coverage over here on Rawson. The linebackers come out here. We had a safety help over here deep. Shotgun formation and hold everything. We either took too much time or somebody called a timeout.
And it was a timeout called by Baker County just before the snap. And so we'll take a timeout as well. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit jefftippensinsurance.com.
And you got a final score from Chiefland. Taylor County comes from behind, pulls that one out 13-10. Indians suffer their first loss of the year.
Wow. Yeah, they were 6-0, and so Taylor was 5-0. So goodness gracious, them Taylor County Bulldogs are tough.
They got it going on this year.
They do.
And again, we'll see Taylor County right here at Langford Stadium next Friday night. And Suwannee trying to pull this thing out. They're going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat here on 4th and 21, their own 33-yard line. 3:06 left to play.
We'll have to have some kind of miracle on Bulldog Street right here. Ball at the 33-yard line, 4th down and 21. Shotgun formation for Sykes. They're coming after us, and we're going to throw it up here. Intended for Fryer. It's going to be incomplete.
It'll be an incomplete pass. Everybody looking for a pass interference call, not going to have one. And that's going to be incomplete and a turnover on downs.
Mercy.
And now 2 minutes, 59 seconds left to go. Suwannee with only one timeout. So you're going to have to try to stuff him here first down, get a timeout, and then hopefully you can get the ball back in one final chance of this thing. But Baker County right here can salt this thing away. They've got the ball at Suwannee's 33-yard line.
Yeah, and the way they did that last drive, I mean, they pretty much pounded it. A lot of Williams and a lot of Register.
Just kept it on the ground and kept pounding away. And Suwannee's going to have to get tough here if they want any chance at all to get that ball back.
Register will be in the gun. Single back in the backfield is Williams. Two receivers set either side. Handoff Williams. Near side, still on his feet. We miss a tackle. We stand him up at the 30. He's fighting his way forward, and we bang him to the turf just inside the 30-yard line, probably around the 29.
And the clock right now not our friend as it continues to run now. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left to go in this game. And gain of about 4 yards on that carry. So 2nd and 6 coming up. Suwannee elects to leave the clock running. Ball down to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, and Baker County is going to take their time and try to use all the time that they can without getting a penalty. Shotgun formation for Register. Williams will be to his right. Two receivers set on either side. Suwannee in a four-man front. Here's the snap, and this time the quarterback keeps it himself. He's got a big hole.
Goes.
20, 15, 10, 5, and he scores easily just like he did earlier in the game.
You know, I can't believe we bid on that again, but and that's a play Suwannee runs in practice. That's not, like we hadn't seen that. You just fake the handoff to the running back, and then the quarterback right up the middle. The blocking goes up the middle. They split that line, and they got a big hole, and he just goes through there. There's nobody in the secondary at all.
No, they had already bit to the far side of the field, and then Boatwright will attempt the point after and the final nail in the coffin.
Yep.
He'll be spotted at the 10-yard line. Here's the snap, down on the tee, up, end over end, and it's good.
And the Baker County Wildcats are going to come away with a victory here at Paul Langford Stadium. They now lead this thing 27-17. And it's been a hard-fought ball game. Suwannee fought from behind, tied things up, took the lead, had the lead for much of this ball game, but lost it here in the second half. And the Baker County Wildcats are going to come out of here with a big district win. And the losing streak will continue for Suwannee. Suwannee going to drop to 1-5 if you can believe that.
Mercy. And that quarterback, I'll tell you, he has a lot better speed, but he's had some great blocking up front.
Well, he has. You got to credit their offensive line for that. But now, that's not his bread and butter to run the football, but he has run coming into this game 45 times for 167 yards. So he averages almost 4 yards a carry. It's not like he can't run. So we knew of his ability, but in the passing game, over 1,000 yards on the season.
Yeah.
And that's what we were most worried about.
And tonight, I know he's ran for more than 50 because I know on 2 runs
he scored 2 touchdowns.
Boatwright tees it up. This time he'll kick it away, and it'll be retrieved by them dogs right around the 22. Cut up right into the middle of the field. They do miss a tackle. We cut to the outside. Got a little running lane. We're across the 40, up to the 45, and that is Rawson, I do believe. Wow.
Yeah. That was Rawson. I guess they figured they had a big enough lead they could afford to kick it to him. But he's magic every time he touches that football. But right now, it's going to take, a double miracle here. You're going to have to score quick and then onside kick, get it back and score again.
Yeah, it's a two-score game, 10 points. Rawson gets a good return. And the Dogs will have a 1st and 10 on Baker County side of the field, right around the 47.
But only a minute 48 showing on that scoreboard clock.
Yeah, and don't think Baker County is going to take off that pass rush they've had here for the last 2 quarters. 4-man front for them, shotgun formation, 4 sides. Single back will be Horn. Trips to the far side, and we're going to turn it loose. And, boy, we were hit just as we caught the football, and it gets knocked away.
And going for Walker that time. And did hit him in the numbers, but he was hit as the ball arrived and could not hang on, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, you had two of those Baker County Wildcats just right on top of him, and then a third one was coming over to help.
Minute 41 left to go, and that time Baker just going with a four-man rush and playing, against the pass. And Suwannee was able to give Sykes time that time.
Dogs have the same set. Two receivers near side, one to the far side, single back in the backfield. And, boy, they got some backside pressure. Sykes being flushed out of the pocket, does throw it to the safety valve. We do a little move and get across the first down marker up to around the 32. That looked like Fry.
Yeah, was that Fry or Lopez? Yeah. I couldn't tell. That may have been Fry. Good call.
Well, I don't know about a good call, but I liked his little nifty move. It might have been him, the way he steps back.
Yeah.
1st and 10 Dogs. We need a score. 1:19 to go in the game. We trail by 10, 27-17. Boy, high snap again, and we're going to throw it. That was either picks. I believe it was right around the 19.
Yeah, now a flag. Yeah. Going to be on celebration, I would think.
Oh, yeah.
So they do come up with the INT?
They came away with the football. I hadn't seen an indication by the official, but he more or less took it away from us. I think it was intended for number 11.
Yeah, it was a fight for the football midair, and Baker County won that one, and then they'll get a personal foul, I guess, unsportsmanlike for celebration.
But they will have the football, and 1:05 to go. They can pretty much just take a knee if they want to.
Yeah, it's over. And it's a shame. Suwannee put up the good fight tonight, but they're going to come out on the short end of things.
Yeah, Baker County scoring 14 points here in the fourth quarter, and Suwannee with only 3.
And that's the difference. Dogs just couldn't get into the end zone and gave up those big plays.
Yeah.
I mean, when you have them pinned back at the 9-yard line and give up a 91-yard play.
Yeah, that one hurt.
And then let the quarterback run loose twice, just straight up the gut. And you just can't afford that.
Yeah, I was waiting for them to mark off the penalty or at least step it off.
And they are going to mark them off, and this is going to move the ball back inside or around the 10-yard line. But again, Baker County can just take a knee, and they can do that a couple of times, and they can get out of here with a win.
Oh, yeah. Been a good ball game, hard fought. Both teams with plenty of effort. And they'll just take a knee and run the clock.
And Suwannee could stop it, but there's really no reason to.
No.
And so Swanee's going to go ahead and let the clock run. And let's see, they may not even make Baker County snap it again. The clock is running now, 45 seconds left to go in this contest. 27-17.
Well, Baker County will have to take another snap. I mean, unless you want a 5-yard penalty, I think, with the other clock.
Right.
Which is down to 11.
But again, that's just academic.
Oh, yeah. So they'll take one more snap, and they'll call it a ball game.
There it is. And congratulations to the Baker County Wildcats coming into Paul Langford Stadium and coming out with a hard-fought 27-17 victory. We'll be back to talk about it after this timeout. It's Suwannee football right here on RiverCountrySports.com.
Proudly standing the test of time and shining through it all, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet and Chevy trucks.
You all depend on trucks. Chevy trucks. We think it's because Chevrolets are the most dependable trucks. Built to last a long time.
Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Dependability for the win, again and again.
Son of a gun. Chevrolet pickups are designed and built better than ever, giving you a smooth, solid ride since 1918.
North Florida and South Georgia, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet knows you love your Chevy truck.
Quality.
Hello, this is Jeff Mosley, General Manager, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet. Come find out why we're the #1 Chevy dealer in North Florida. Thanks, and hope to see you down at the store.
Find new roads with Roundtree Moore Chevrolet in Lake City. Online at RoundtreeMooreChevrolet.com.
Mile after mile.
It's a big home game tonight as the Dogs take on Baker County in the Doghouse. At Live Oak Jewelry, we want to be your one-stop jewelry source. From beautiful new gold and silver jewelry to watch batteries, we do it all at the LOJ, including jewelry repair, ring sizing, and remount service. You'll find it all at Live Oak Jewelry and at great savings. Only at Live Oak Jewelry, proudly serving the Suwannee County area for 77 years.
Do you need tree service? Morgan Tree and Debris provides you with quality and affordable tree service in Live Oak and surrounding communities. Morgan Tree and Debris is a full service and tree company. Tree trimming, tree removal, firewood, stump grinding, storm cleanup, debris removal. Contact Morgan Tree and Debris at 386-249-0472. That's Morgan Tree and Debris, 386-249-0472 for all of your tree service needs.
Back here at Paul Langford Stadium, Baker County with a 27-17 win over the Suwannee Bulldogs. Baker County improving to 4-2 on the year, 1-1 in district play, and Suwannee drops to 1-5, 0-2 in the district. Some other scores from around the area. We mentioned that Taylor County score, beating Chiefland 13-10. Hamilton County trying to hang on in their homecoming game there in Jasper. Right now it's 45-30. Hamilton County leading Hilliard.
Hey,
so the Flashes and the Trojans doing battle across the river. And let's see, Columbia High gets a big win tonight over Ridgeview. How about this one? Tigers 56-0.
Boy, they put some points on the board.
They did, man.
Go Tigers.
Having a big Tiger celebration there in the jungle in Lake City tonight. See if I get a couple more scores. As we see Godby final score district ball game. Godby district champs as they beat Wakulla 27-7 and go undefeated in district play. They whoop Suwannee, Baker, and now Wakulla.
Now Wakulla, yeah.
And of course, Suwannee travels to Wakulla for a game on Tuesday night. We'll have that game for you right here on rivercountrysports.com. Bell with a win tonight over Interlochen. Final there, Bell Bulldogs win 42-28. You had Childs and Lincoln tonight, and that wasn't a contest as Lincoln still in the fourth quarter, but they have a pretty sizable lead, 26-3 over the Childs Timberwolves. And Childs team is going to come in here at the end of the season, and we'll see them here at Langford Stadium. And some scores from around the area, just trying to get you some area scores. See Gadsden County beating Florida High tonight, 42-11.
Mercy.
Gadsden's got something special this year now.
Do.
You're going to be hearing about them come playoff time. And a lot of schools disrupted, of course, from the hurricane, as we were from the previous hurricane. But anyway, action from around the area here in Langford Stadium. Unfortunately, Suwannee comes up at the short end. Final score, Baker County gets the win 27-17. Back with more after this timeout. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory, and right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins, so make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
When you're in the market for a home or vacant property to build that dream home on, contact Pool Realty of Live Oak. They can also help locate commercial real estate for your business venture. Pool Realty has a full team of professional and caring real estate brokers and agents, so always think Pool Realty of Live Oak to help you find the perfect home or property in Suwannee or surrounding counties. Pool Realty, a proud supporter of Suwannee Bulldog football and rivercountrysports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, CAD, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the third generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
Back here at Langford Stadium, where the Suwannee Bulldogs come up on the short end of things, 27-17, your final score. Game started with Suwannee with the football, and they were going the wrong way as they began that initial drive, if you remember. Took a sack and then a delay, had a quarterback run, followed by another sack, and then had to punt the ball away. Baker County went right down the field and scored, 7 plays, 44 yards, and looked like they were going to run away with things as they took a 7-0 lead. But Suwannee would come right back on their next possession and tie things up.
Yeah, they would. And at the 2:20 mark, it was Sykes, the quarterback, threw to Rawson, made a great play, hit with the point after, and we were all tied up there in the first quarter.
And it became 7-7 at that point, and then kind of going back and forth a little bit. But Suwannee would come up with a drive and take the lead 14-7 with 3:33 to go in the second quarter, and they would hang on to that lead and lead at the half 14-7. But in the second half, it was all Baker County on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it was. Early in the third quarter, it was. I mean, this was a big play. I think it kind of broke a little bit of Suwannee's momentum. It was registered to Roden, 91 yards. Now, the good thing about it, we blocked the extra point. They still got 6 out of it.
Yeah, we led 14-13, and at that point, you still thought, well, Suwannee's right in this thing. And then we've had a drive, but all kind of penalties, and just couldn't get anything going past the 50-yard line and had to give the ball up. And anyway, from there, it was just Baker County. When they went to the ground game, we could not stop that running attack.
No, we could not. And it didn't matter. You either gave it to Williams or the quarterback would keep it himself, register up the middle. And they ran, I think, the same series of plays on that one drive, on the first go-ahead drive, and scored the 7 points. There was 5:51 to go in the fourth.
Well, and the one that really, like you just mentioned, kind of broke the Bulldog, even though they missed the extra point, was that 91-yard pass play, which just broke things open. And then after that, when they went to the run and the quarterback scoring on that the running play, where he faked the handoff and then go right up the gut and nobody home. And they did that twice for 2 scores, and that was pretty much nails in the coffin.
Yeah, it pretty much was. And it was a good, hard-fought ball game. And I say until that fourth quarter, and it seemed like Suwannee may have ran out of gas a little bit, had the lead going into the fourth quarter, but then gave it all up.
Yeah, had that lead on the A.J. hit 31-yard field goal, so had a 17-13 lead. And Baker County, though, would snatch the lead in the fourth, make it 20-17, and then put the extra points on the board there in the fourth quarter. Final score will be 27-17, Baker County over Suwannee here at Langford Stadium. Back with final words after this timeout. Suwannee football on rivercountrysports.com.
What's a football game without pizza? Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak can take care of all of your football dining needs. Take care of your hungry crowd before, during, or after the game. Stop by Papa John's for better pizza, better wings, and many other delicious menu items for the family or the game crowd. Papa John's Pizza always has better ingredients, better pizza. Better get you some.
Now is a great time to earn a career in a year at River Oak Technical College. River Oak offers 17 career and technical education programs to select from that lead to industry credentials and high-wage careers. River Oak offers high-quality instruction, academic and financial advisement, mentoring, and coaching to ensure your success. Get hands-on education without breaking the bank or leaving the area. Grow your future with us at River Oak Technical College.
your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Hey, I want to remind you the Live Oak Kiwanis Club will be celebrating 100 years. They look pretty good for 100 years old, don't they?
Man, awesome.
I mean,
that's what I'm telling you.
Oh, don't miss their celebration. They've got a big centennial celebration coming up with a pickleball tournament on October 19th. That'll be at the First Federal Sportsplex in Live Oak. It's open to men and women of all skill levels, beginners, intermediates, advanced skill. Get more info and get signed up on the Kiwanis Club's Facebook page. By the way, all the proceeds will go toward Kiwanis service projects, scholarships, and activities to benefit the youth of our community, the Kiwanians. And again, the date for that will be October 19th. So get signed up. That's next Saturday.
That ought to be a good day, too. It'll still be a little bit cool.
Yeah.
In the morning time.
I hope this cool weather stays. I hear we have another hurricane out there churning, and so maybe the cool front will keep it south of us.
Yeah, that's what happened this last time, and I was happy for it, and it pushed it away, and hopefully this cool weather will just stay with us right on through.
I'm about tired of dealing with these storms this year, man. They've been a mess.
Man, they're nerve-wracking.
They are.
Yeah. House wrecking and tree wrecking.
Well, I know.
Everything else.
Yeah, I doubt we rode it out, and that scared me to death. I said, the next one coming our way, we're leaving. So we did this time. We got out of the way and then come back to all the damage and been cleaning up the yard ever since.
Well, the good thing we didn't get that much rain out of it.
Yeah.
That was
Debbie. Debbie was the one with the rain.
Oh, yeah. She had all
Yeah. Anyway, we're tough up here in Florida, or down here in Florida, however you want to look at it. Anyway, what can you say? Final thoughts on tonight's ball game. Suwannee put up a good fight, but just didn't have enough when it was all said and done, came up on the short end of things.
Yeah, just at the end of the game, we couldn't stop the running game. They put together a better plan. They quit throwing the football and just ran it right at us, and we just couldn't contain it. Suwannee, when we made some great pass plays tonight, some great catches, but then in the end, we couldn't put together momentum to keep a drive long enough to score another touchdown.
Yeah. Baker County will go on the road again next week. They're at Satellite. And as for the Suwannee Bulldogs, they've got a Tuesday game at Wakulla. So we'll be on the air for that one Tuesday night at Wakulla. We'll bring you all the action right here on rivercountrysports.com. And again, next Friday night, a home game, our homecoming game, against Taylor County. And again, we will have that one on the air for you right here on rivercountrysports.com. That's going to wrap it up from the booth. We'll be back to wrap up the broadcast after this final timeout. Thanks for watching. Unfortunately, Suwannee on the short end of things here. Again, your final score, Baker County 27 and Suwannee 17. Suwannee football airs on rivercountrysports.com.
Do you have a valuable garment that needs dry cleaning, or a pair of jeans that need to be heavy starched, or a pair of pants that need to be hemmed, or a wedding gown to be preserved? Then hop on over to Howard Street Dry Clean in Live Oak, Town and Country Dry Clean in Perry, Madison Cleaners in Madison, or one of the 2 Cloud Cleaners locations in Lake City. All 5 locations have a convenient full-service drive-through to better serve you. Each visit is greeted with a smile by a friendly staff member, and when you pick up your items, your satisfaction is guaranteed. And as always, your business is appreciated. Visit one of our 5 locations today to ensure you're dressed to impress.
In the heart of the red zone is where the game is won, and you need a dealership that knows about scoring big. At Roundtree Moore Ford, we've scored this area's largest selection of new and pre-owned inventory. And right now, we're scoring rates as low as 0%. It's time to get out of the stands and score big in the Roundtree Moore Ford red zone. At Roundtree Moore Ford, the customer always wins. So make your next ride a touchdown at RoundtreeMoreFord.com today.
Man, I'm getting eaten out of house and home here.
Oh, do you have teenagers?
No, termites.
Don't you have Live Oak Pest Control termite protection?
Nah, I've been doing my own pest control for years. Learned how on the internet.
I see that's working for you. Maybe you should call Live Oak Pest Control.
Who's your pest specialist? Call Live Oak Pest Control at 386-362-BUGS, 386-362-2847, or visit liveoakpestcontrol.com.
No worries, that was just a shed.
Hey Bulldogs, let the UPS store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help. The UPS store, proud sponsors of Suwannee Bulldog football on the riverofcountrysports.com.
Suwannee High Bulldog football on rivercountrysports.com. Brought to you in part by Bean Painting, Hunter Abercrombie, your Edward Jones financial advisor in Live Oak, Morgan Tree and Debris, Wes Haney Chevrolet, Live Oak Jewelry, Rapid Fiber Internet, Bennett's Glass Company, Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency, J&W Automotive, River Oak Technical College, Suwannee Parks and Recreation, Papa John's, Beef O'Brady's, the UPS Store, Roundtree Moore Ford, Roundtree Moore Chevrolet, Pool Realty, Corbett's Mobile Home Center, Howard Street Dry Cleaners Incorporated, and Live Oak Pest Control. Your River Country Sports team, our technical advisor, Tammy Neal, the streaming producer, Clifford Gwynn, our field director, Sawyer Brooks, our technical director, Rivers Martinez. The cameras were operated by Dusty Morgan and Lucy Roberts. For Andy Day, I'm Wayne Luttrell. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's broadcast of Suwannee Bulldog football here on rivercountrysports.com.